Well, howdy, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Country Fried Minis TTRPG Tuesday, where we're diving back into some BECMI in space, hosted by DM Steve of the Dicks in the Dark. Dungeon Dan's here with us as well, also from the Dicks in the Dark, and we are joined by TechnoRTN and another Nate, ready to dive into another silly session of blowing up Lucy Lawless, throwing pills at William Shatner, who also happens to be a green-skinned, blue-haired, sexy lady with a really big injector. How's everybody doing tonight?
Hello.
Awful.
Getting worse.
Just terrible.
Well, that's less than ideal, but hopefully some shenanigans tonight will get us back into positivity. And
That's a big dick you got there.
what? Oh,
What?
this one?
What?
This thing right
What?
here? Nuh-uh.
Aw.
Anyhow, if you guys out there don't know, if you're catching this live or even after the fact, Tabletop Tuesday is a place where you can come in and throw super chats at the
Nathan
chat.
donated a $2
Like that.
super chat. Super chats cause an explosion to occur immediately.
All right. Nathan has donated a generous $2 super chat. Could you read that out, Dungeon Master?
Let's see. So that says super chats cause an explosion to occur immediately. So I guess that means that anytime anyone sends a super chat, an explosion occurs immediately.
Yeah, it sounds
Now,
right.
where, when, how? Well, no, I guess when is immediate, but how, where, what? I guess that's up to me.
It is indeed. And to clarify, on
There have already
TTRPG
been
Tuesday,
two.
if you give a super chat and the TTS lady reads it out, it counts as a statement from the Dungeon Master. So it is up to the Dungeon Master to interpret that. It's as if they said it themselves. So that's, give us your money. Give me money, lots of money. Give money to stream. And with that, actually, we had a generous dono right before the beginning of the stream, and it has been doubled down
yes.
to request it. If you'd like to read that off, Dungeon Master, what did you say?
Oh, gosh, I don't even know
So
if I can see
You should
that
be able to
one.
go to the very top of the...
See it?
Oh,
Can
wow.
I see it? Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. So it says every player in voice chat this session, including me, DM Steve, gets an actually counter. This counter is used by saying actually. As cringeworthy as possible, this allows the player to make an on-the-fly rules change in their favor. So,
Wow.
every player gets a one-time actually. You got to do it as cringe as possible, and then you can actually me. Or maybe I can actually myself, or I can actually you. 'Cause
Oh.
I get one too.
So this
There
is
you go.
this is a full
Sure,
on-the-fly rules change, potentially. Is this basically a free
potentially.
super chat for everybody?
Yeah,
Kind
so-
of.
but
Yeah,
what-
it's basically.
But what
Here's
happens?
one for
Can you
Ian Steve.
Can you use an actually to counteract another actually?
Probably, but then you've used yours, right? And you've
You're-
wasted
you're-
your
you're doing
actually to 'cause
Dueling
that's the-
actuallys.
That's kind of the point, in a way,
Yeah.
As many actuallys as we can get. That would be if we could get a whole chain of actuallys.
We have had a precedent of people chipping in some tips to say nuh-uh. And tonight especially, a nuh-uh would be especially powerful, as it would also create an immediate explosion.
Immediate explosion.
Oh, holy
Though somebody could
moly.
actually the explosion, right? There's a couple of things here.
That's insanely generous. Random Convos with Cassie. This is a super sticker. So for what it's worth, first off, thank you, sis. That is fucking incredible. We're just gonna put a pin in this, in that you can cash that in to interfere with the game somehow if you'd like to. Whatever text you want to throw in. Holy moly! Does that also create an explosion immediately?
That's what I was just about to say. That's
riding a
super
rocket.
chat. That super chat immediately causes an explosion. So I don't really remember exactly what's happening, but whatever happens, whoever does the recap.
Oh, you're right.
Right.
You should do the recap first.
Yeah. Who's
Speaking
recapping?
of recap, let's pick someone at random. Maybe someone who said not to call on them. Another Nate, could you fill in the party and the crowd as to what happened last episode, last time on DM Dicks in Space?
Okay. I think we all woke up here in this dorm. There were security guys over here on the other side of the hangar. I drew like 60% of these dicks over here, and this turd, and Nutzulu, and the metal space cock, and we ended up getting somebody punched real good. It was I think that's me.
What was your name? Oh, this is you,
Henrietta
Henrietta Headbone. Henrietta Headbone.
Oh, the names. Yeah.
Was it Jeb we got punched real good that need to go to the doctor?
Oh, I took a sip of alcohol and alcohol explodes.
Oh,
yes.
Right. Yeah, you blew your tummy up. So yeah, we had to go to the doctor, and someone turned the nurse into this cursed Shatner.
That is correct.
And
The
as
beautiful
soon
nurse
as the male doctor appeared, he turned into Lucy Lawless,
That's right.
who heals everything with urethral expanders.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
I believe we defeated her in a battle.
But she respawned.
She did respawn.
Kind of.
I
did
kind of
respond.
thought that
She did
combat was
respond.
really stupid, so I didn't remember it on purpose.
So she
Yeah,
did respawn, but she also exploded
Yeah,
at the very end
in
of
fact,
the session.
our cliffhanger from last episode ended in a freeze frame of Lucy Lawless exploding in that doorway. I guess
Wait,
that
did
catches
she
up to speed.
explode again?
At the very end of the episode, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, how did she explode a second time?
When she
Because
showed
at
up,
the very
super
end, right when we were saying goodbye, someone sent in a super chat saying that she exploded.
Yep, and we
And then
ended on
there's
a freeze
another
frame.
explosion super chat as
You know,
well.
there is an
Oh,
explosion
gosh.
pending too. There are two
So there
explosions
are
pending.
two pending explosions
Three
happening.
explosions.
Yeah.
Wait, 3 pending explosions.
Well,
Jesus.
Wait,
the
How
super
are there
chat,
3?
the super chat definition. Does the super chat explosion definition create a further explosion? This is your dilemma, Dungeon Master. Please guide us through this.
wait. Let me think about this for a
Oh.
second. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna read that as after, because I'm reading it, so everything after I say is. So I'm gonna say no. Nathan's super chat does not cause an explosion, other than the fact that it causes every super chat to have an explosion. However, random convos with Cassie's super sticker does, in fact, cause an explosion.
Oh no.
So does
Comstar Knight donated a $4.99 super chat.
You gotta read
Now
it.
to the next
Says-
episode.
So whatever Whatever you said, if you said all of those letters that never came through.
Nothing came through.
That's okay.
I am not surprised.
TTS lady is still going.
She probably did it better than me anyway. She probably pronounced all of that better than me.
She said pretty much all those letters, yes.
Yeah,
Holy shit, thank you for the generous donation. That's another explosion?
That is another explosion, so that puts us up to 3 explosions now. Before we begin, I do need to mention that this campaign, this little mini campaign, is actually kind of a little spin-off from...
Techno
Hang on.
donated a
It's a little
$2 super chat.
spin-off
A
from
fourth explosion
Up and
occurs in the
Away,
fifth.
which is our Dicks in the Dark, our main campaign over on @Dicks in the Dark on YouTube. I need to do a little promo here before we get any further. @Dicks, this is the Dicks in the Dark right here. Tomorrow we're playing the main Up and Away game, so if you really like this game that we're playing here, check out Dicks in the Dark on YouTube, because you'll be able to see that game over there. And let's
Country
see.
Fried Minis donated a $2 super chat.
There are far less
Dicks in the Dark has
explosions on
blues.
Wednesday.
This
Just
is
to let you
canon.
know.
Maybe not though. Maybe I don't know. Last time there were a fucking crazy amount of at least fire. There was
true.
tons of fire. Maybe not explosions, but that fire was going quick. So we have another super chat. Another explosion says a 4th explosion occurs and a 5th, but then that super chat means.
Well, that's why I
that
meant
it's-
there was a 4th one, and then in the parentheses there's a 5th because it's a super chat that came in. So I wanted to super chat.
See, I would read that as
explosion.
3 explosions in one.
If you want,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
want to give me a third, I'm cool. with
Let's
it.
see. So we got. Let's
There's
see,
another one after that too, Doug.
And then there's another one
You gotta
after
read
that.
that one.
5, 6. That's 6 explosions. I'm gonna say 6 explosions, and then Country Fried Minis. There's another super chat that says Dicks in the Dark has bees. This is canon, which creates a seventh explosion.
So we're all dead. Stream's over, guys. See y'all later. Thanks for coming to TPRG Tuesdays. Yeah, that's
All right. So how many? We got 7 explosions plus Lucy Lawless's initial
Plus,
explosion.
Lucy Lawless did explode, and we
Okay.
went to credits right after, or during the explosion.
Okay. So, all right. So your characters are all in the hospital, in the little med bay room.
a tiny room.
The doctor who is now
Nathan donated a $2 super chat. Explosions cause an
God.
explosion
Pretty
to
long.
happen
That-
immediately.
he's now a lovely MILF, maybe GILF, you could
I
say.
hate to interrupt you, Dungeon Master.
Oh my God.
This is a compounding problem.
There's maybe even more. Wait, oh God,
Yeah, there's more.
there's more.
Another Nate donated a
Hang
$2
on.
super chat.
Okay,
For good
so
Oh my God.
let's see. From Nathan, we have explosions cause a explosion to happen immediately.
Yeah.
That's like a doubling of explosions, I think.
And then
We're up
right
to
after
And
nine.
then another Nate
This is
says,
10.
for good
Which is
dicks.
actually 20 because of the rule, though.
And then he has the link to Dicks in the Dark. Thank you very much. Click that link, subscribe, and do all the stuff over on Dicks in the Dark. Watch our videos and things, and join us tomorrow. So now we have.
We need to rename this episode from Bad Medicine to just Boom.
Yeah, 20 explosions. So Lucy Lawless. Just gotta make sure there's no more things coming in. This is lucrative though. Lucrative explosions. I'll tell you that right now. So she comes in, the door, shh. She says something to the effect of, "Hello, darlings." And then, boom. She explodes. Her flesh is ripped off her skeletal metal body. And it crumples to the ground.
Oh,
God damn it.
But this causes a chain
Comstar Knight
reaction
donated a $1.99
in the
super chat.
hospital room.
Another. G G G G G G G G G G G H H H H H H H H H H H I U U U U I U I Y U T.
Yes, this
Double click.
is. Oh, the double click, double tab,
Or the
tab,
double
tab.
That's what it is.
Mhm,
Tab. Right there. The door right there. That's what I'm trying to do. I can't speak.
Yeah, it's all the explosions.
So, looks like Comstar Knight says, another. And none of that came through either, because anytime I try and do a big long syllable, that shit just Discord does not like it. So there are 22 explosions now.
Yeah.
I feel like before we go any farther, I feel like everybody needs to make a saving throw versus a breath weapon.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think that there's not much else that can be
How many of us are there?
that can be done.
I fail.
Okay.
There's
You're trying to get higher, by the way, equal to or higher on this one, so not lower on
Hey,
this.
you know, Mr. Nate, someone maybe will redeem a reroll in the chat there for you.
You
Oh,
think
okay.
this is true outcome?
I rolled a
No.
9 and I need
Reroll
to
the
do- I
dice.
have a 15 saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, I made it. I got a 14.
This is
Woo!
versus breath weapons.
Oh,
Yeah,
I did so
versus
much better.
breath
It's
weapon.
it's a roll over, right? Or a roll under?
It is a roll. This one is a rollover. Yes.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
here we
yeah.
go. This is gonna be a big fail. I rolled a critical failure.
That is gonna be a huge fail. Oh my goodness gracious me.
Congratulations.
You know what? Actually, that die said 20 on it, and for this one roll, I'm fine.
Yeah, I guess you.
I also
wow,
rolled a
critical
20.
success.
I must insist that
Oh,
you
yeah.
make
Well, would
that roll a 20
Wait,
good, sir.
you also rolled. Oh, I see. I see. Okay.
I am
So,
now deleting my actually card.
Yeah,
I
delete
failed.
your
It's a
action.
green.
I am standing right in front of the doorway.
I actually
I
rolled a
actual
success, so I'm fine.
And I've
It's
got
right
a
here.
jumpsuit full of prescription medication as well.
Right here.
I'm looking.
Doesn't prescription
name.
medication
Oh, yes.
also explode?
I believe it,
That's
it
your actual
can
name.
explode. I think it exploded on
Oh, you had-
impact. I don't know exactly.
Oh, you had
what
actual
we worked
cards.
out,
Yeah,
Let's
makes
see
sense.
how stable it is. But
Yeah. How bad did you fail? Let's see.
I got a 9 and my
Needed a
save is
15.
So pretty bad.
Okay. Pretty bad. All right. So, and everybody else made it. Everyone else is either able to jump out into the hallway or back into the medical supply room. Other than poor Dentalion here. He is hit by the majority of hang on for a sec, let me turn my lights on here. He is hit for the majority of this 22 explosions, so I gotta get some more dice here. Give me just a sec. Right back.
Maybe
Okay.
Warhammer kind of dice.
Yeah, hang on. Let's see here. Alright, so.
Really, with the amount of dice you're rolling, dude,
Let's see.
he's dead.
Well, hang on. We gotta see. This is a game.
What's the HP here?
My HP, it's something around 11.
You're hit for 52 damage.
Jesus Christ.
Well, let's see. So, as far as BECMI goes, you said that. So what? Let's see. Actually, I think that maybe I was hit for 10 damage.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh god.
It's more
All right.
favorable.
Okay. It's more
Nathan donated a
favorable.
$2 super chat.
Uh-oh.
Whoever
Well-
is about to get flambéed rolled a 20.
Whoever's about to get flambéed.
Whoever's about to get
Well-
flambéed, roll the
Well-
20.
Yeah, but
So-
I still did take 10 damage from my actual card.
Okay, so you can
That's
take your
fine.
10 damage, but you roll a 20. You're thrown out here. You actually are also able to dodge out of the way, and the entire hospital room is engulfed in flames, and everything in that room is completely and utterly annihilated. And now it's just kind of a burned out like husk of a room. This door here, this one, and this one, they're like, the Star Trek slidey style doors. They're kind of like hanging off, they're busted now. The doors are totally destroyed, they will not close. You don't know about this door right here until you go back into the hospital, but otherwise, yeah, the hospital completely decimated.
All right, so Tommy is in
Comstar
the
Knight
medical supply
donated a
room.
$1.99 super
I
chat.
see some
Secondary
explosions that
explosions are a
happen
lobster.
somewhere else
Roll
too.
for DMG.
Tommy's in the he is actually stuffing as many medical supplies into whatever, like if there's any bags in here, he's gonna grab all the medical supplies he can.
Okay. So he's looking for supplies and something to put the supplies into.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's what Tommy is doing.
Supplies.
What are
supplies.
Henrietta, Dentalian, and Jeb doing? Because obviously they're over here in the hallway.
I'm a little concerned about these lobsters that have just happened with the latest super chat.
Yeah.
Well, before I read that super chat, let me know what you're doing because the lobsters haven't appeared yet. So go ahead.
I think Henrietta's probably going to run and hide in the dorm because this is not her speed.
Okay, so she's taken off then.
I'm gonna try
She's
to.
allergic to voting.
I think that's pretty universal, actually. Well, you see, Jeb isn't too bright, so I think he's gonna try to stand and gawk at the explosions happening.
Okay.
As more happens, what's going on in this room at this point?
Let's see.
You
So
said it's just clear burned, destroyed.
the hospital room is just absolutely destroyed. Literally everything in the room
God.
exploded. So every piece of equipment in the
Comstar
room
Knight
has
donated a
exploded, and there's
$1.99
just
super
kind of
chat.
ash
Medical supplies are now
broken
mushroom,
pieces
mushroom,
of
mushroom,
metal,
mushroom,
but not
mushroom,
really
mushroom,
anything
mushroom, mushroom,
substantial
mushroom,
left in the room.
mushroom,
It's completely
mushroom, mushroom,
burned out.
mushroom, mushroom, mushroom,
Here
mushroom.
comes another one.
Magic.
Yeah, your game may has been hijacked this evening, DM Steve.
Let's see. So, let's see what we've got. Secondary explosions are a lobster. Roll for damage. Okay, so the secondary... Wait, what?
So I think
What?
Super Chats now cause an explosion. And the explosion from the explosion is now just a lobster. Roll for damage.
A lobster roll.
Yeah, he
for
cleared,
damage.
he clarified underneath and said actual lobsters.
Did he? Okay. Yeah,
But
let's see.
I do like what you just said.
Actual lobsters. I like the lobster roll. I'm reading that.
I do like the lobster roll myself.
As part of the super chat, I'm reading that because I'm the DM. As lobster roll the food for damage. So what I'm gonna say is that if Jeb's standing and gawking in the room, right?
Gawking into the room. That is correct.
There are, besides the room being burned out, you're smelling something delicious.
Well, they could be serving lobster rolls in the mess hall.
It does smell like they're serving lobster rolls.
Not in the mess hall. It seems like apparently some of these devices were filled with delicious lobster. And when they exploded into these little rolls of lobster. And now there's like little delicious smelling rolls of lobster all around on the floor of the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Scattered around, they're like steaming. And of course, also, according to Comstar Knight and according to myself, medical supplies are now... And then there's another explosion. So there's another explosion. That's
better.
Actually, Tommy Two-Tone, he's collecting medical supplies, correct? Go ahead and saving throw. Make a saving throw versus poison.
Oh yeah. Oh, I absolutely made that. So.
Okay. So there is a explosion from your bag that you're filling up.
Okay.
That initial explosion causes another explosion. That secondary explosion is a lobster roll that has now landed in your bag.
So Tommy last time was really hungry. He is going to eat that lobster roll immediately.
Oh, that's perfect timing
Country
on that
Fried
one.
Minis donated a
It's the
$2
anonymous
super
super
chat.
chat.
Lobster rolls heal for 1d4.
He,
Collision, collision,
Oh,
collision,
okay.
collision,
Hell
collision,
yeah!
collision, 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 collision.
All right, so lobster rolls heal for 1d4, which means
I just ate a lobster roll. Yeah.
immediately lobster rolls they heal 1d4, but then there's another explosion, but it's not actually a real explosion. You pop the roll in your mouth. There's an explosion of flavor.
Woo!
First of all,
Buttery good.
That's an
buttery
explosion,
goodness.
technically.
second of all, there is an explosion of hit points as you get 4 hit points back. But third of all, make another poison saving throw.
That actually brought me all the way up to full hit points, which is funny. Another poison saving throw?
Yes.
Oh, wrong map. I didn't see what that actually did. Ah, I made it.
All right. So then, you're okay. Let's let's see.
I'm out in the hallway. I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my legs. Someone give me a mouthful of lobster rolls. I can't feel my
I
legs.
can't feel your legs either.
Hey, eat some of those delicious lobster rolls. Lobster. Eat the rolls. The rolls. Lucy Lawless lobster rolls. Lucy Lawless lobster rolls. Lucy Lawless lobster rolls.
Okay, everyone roll initiative.
Oh no.
Oh no. Can I want to
Recall the
I
tracker.
get high enough?
I rolled a whole 1.
What? Wait, don't we roll on a smaller die for this?
D6. You want to roll? You want to roll a D6, and you want high, and you also are going to add your dexterity modifier. So if you have a dexterity of 13 or higher, you're going to have a plus to your.
I rolled a
initiative.
5 total.
Where are the dice?
They're in these bags along the table edge.
Nathan
You see there's,
donated
like,
a
some of the
$2
bags?
super chat.
Oh
Healing
no!
for
Somebody-
1d4 causes an explosion.
You gotta be fucking
Here,
kidding me!
here's D6s.
Oh,
Here's some
there's a
D6s.
D6. Okay, there we go. That's all I needed. Is just a D6.
Yeah.
There's a really important super
I
chat
got
that's
a
just come
six.
through. I got a 3. Oh god. Okay. All right. So things are
The
compounding.
Homestar Knight donated a $1.99 super chat. All further explosions are flavor explosions.
All right.
Hamburger,
so,
hamburger.
let's see. We got a 6. Is that the highest?
Probably.
Is that our highest? So it looks like Tommy Two-Tone is up then.
Tommy on a 6.
Yeah. Now he's still in the medical supplies room.
Supplies.
Is he gonna try and run out and eat any more, or try and run out to give any more? What is he doing
That
in
could
this
be
very moment?
that could be affected.
All he's gonna do is you said the door is kind of like ajar. So he's got to
no, it's busted. It's like
So he's got to make his way through the door. So he's not going to run, but he's just going to step out into this room
okay.
and kind
So
of
he's-
take a look around at what's going on.
Okay, so he steps out into the room. He sees there are a bunch of steaming hot, delicious-looking, healing, he knows now, lobster rolls scattered on the floor of the burned-out hospital. It looks like Jeb and
Oh no!
Dantaline are gonna run in and try and get some, but
I'm crawling.
nobody has better than a 4 or better than a 5, right? The 4 was the highest.
Nathan
initiative
donated a
other than-
$2 super
was my-
chat. Flavor explosions
Oh, you
heal
got a 5?
1d4
I rolled a
penis,
3 plus
orangutan,
2 for my
cucumber
dex.
brown, mushroom
Okay.
brown, mushroom,
are you
mushroom
gonna
beans
do?
4.
I'm crawling in on my belly.
Okay.
Since my legs were almost blown off by the explosion.
As you start to crawl in on your belly to grab some delicious lobster rolls, Nurse Bill Shatner runs into the room, and
eyes light up.
he also has a 5, and he says, "No, that's from my catering cart." And then he starts to he's gonna try and dive, and you and him now have to make opposing dexterity checks to try and grab as many or any lobster rolls.
Or any. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Oh my
so-
God.
And
There
this
are
is
three
a
Dude, there are
D20
three super chats waiting for you.
You are backed
Okay,
up 3
I-
chats. Yes.
You're back
It's
there.
okay. It's okay. We got to get through some stuff, or we're never gonna get through anything.
14. I rolled a 14.
You rolled a
Uh,
14.
Plus 2 for my dex. If we're doing dex bonus, it'd be a
Well,
16
this
with
is
the
actually a roll low. So what is
bonus.
your
roll
dex?
low. Oh, my dex is 16, so I passed just barely.
Okay. So you passed. Unfortunately, Shatner, even though he's 94 years old, apparently has the body of a svelte young lady, and he is very, very much. He is on that floor, Also, he looks like he really, really wants some lobster roll.
Oh my god.
Those are mine, he says to you, and he's like grabbing them all up. And he's got like all the lobster rolls, like kind of like this, because you're both on the ground, but he's. That he's got a little scratch on his face, and that heals up. But he's hoarded them, and oh dang, what just happened? Did you guys also disconnect from
Bye, everyone.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm not sure what. I think my stream just died actually.
Think so?
Whoa! What?
It's
Many
still
explosions.
running as far as I can tell.
All right, it's lagging hella bad for me.
Yeah, it's up.
Whatever's going on
Stream's
with
up.
my internet is the same thing that was happening yesterday. I hope that save is at a decent spot. We're relying on autosave.
Did much change?
Not much. We know what.
Yeah, we're back like 30 seconds.
Okay, so it just dropped an autosave recently. Still up according to chat.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now.
Okay. I went 999 ping on everything here.
9.
And Discord did that like I couldn't hear anybody for a second. I think Comcast just sucks. That's all that was.
They're really slow.
We caught up. Assigning colors. All right. Doing promotions. I think we're... there we go. And then you are green. Because you're supposed to be that.
Yep.
And then
There we
bam. Are we caught back up? I think so.
I believe so.
It looks
I think-
correct.
Now, so Nurse Shatner is stuffing her face with lobster roll, and I look and I see her in her beauty, covered in mayonnaise and bits of lobster meat, and I think two things. One, I've only got 1 HP, and I would never fight a woman this beautiful. Again, between her and her lobster rolls. So, out of like self-preservation and like a gentlemanly, you know, my admiration for Nurse Shatner, I'm just gonna let her take all the roles.
Okay. All right. Well, that was okay. That's 5. Somebody had 4.
I believe so.
I
You had
am
4.
on a 3. Was it Henrietta's on a 3?
I was also on 5.
Oh, okay. So then Henrietta. So even though she's down here in the dorm area, she does hear some scuffling. So I don't know if she wants to act. She doesn't have to act, but she hears that there's continued activity up in the end of the hall. Nobody's run back. There's still things happening. So what is she doing? Remember, you only have like 10 seconds to act.
She's going to continue to hide and panic.
Okay. All right. So she's hiding. She's probably like hiding on bed here. And let's see. 4. Anybody with a 4? Who's left?
I'm on a 3.
That's just you, right?
Yeah.
All right. What are you doing?
All right.
You can see Tommy, or no, not really Tommy, but you can see Dentalian and Bill kind of fight for lobster rolls, but for a second, but then Dentalian backs off and is letting Bill have all the rolls, and you can see the love in Dan's eyes.
I'm gonna go in that room and I'm gonna try to scoop up just one roll, and I'm gonna make aggressive eye contact with Shatner the whole time.
Okay. in order to, he's like kind of hoarding them. So in order to do that, you're gonna have to snatch one away from him.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna need to do is you're going to also need to roll an opposed check against Shatner. Now he's gonna have a little bit of a disadvantage because he's already fought off Dentalian a little bit, so he's already, you know, and he's got his hands are full. So go ahead and roll your 20.
All right.
Remember, low is better.
And mouth is full too.
And his mouth is full.
I got an 8.
You are able to snatch one away from him. Just one. It kind of like peeks out below his elbow.
Yeah, I just
You
want
see
the
one
one.
peeking out.
I've got it in my hand, and that's all I'm doing. I got it ready to go.
Yeah. You snatch it, and he says, "How dare you?" And gosh, and then I think I think I gotta go back and look at super chats. to
Yeah,
see what the
they
fuck
might be.
anything else
One of them
happening.
might be important.
Let's see.
Actually, compounding
okay,
together, they're all
healing.
pretty important.
Okay, so healing for causes an explosion. I saw
Wait,
that.
is
All
this
further explosions.
Is this a causality loop that has happened with 3 chats? I think this may be an infinite loop that has to be broken by the dungeon master.
Let's see. I'm trying to see.
Like, logic this whole thing out, right? So
Okay.
healing for
Well, let me
1d4.
read them all first.
Yes.
Let me
yeah,
read
yeah.
them all first. So
As
so
soon as you
that
read
was
'em-
first from Nathan, and then we have
Oh,
Comstar
no.
Knight says all further explosions are flavor explosions.
Yep.
And we've got some juicy looking burgers.
Wait,
And
now,
then
finish
Nathan
reading
comes
this,
back
Steve.
and
if
says-
you finish this, it's gonna blow up the whole TTS universe, man.
Flavor
be a feedback loop.
explosions heal 1d4
Yep.
penis
Oh,
mushrooms. Well, see, that's something different though.
that is different. That is
That's
different.
different.
Now that you've read it, it does.
Now
sound
that I've
different.
read it, it's different. I don't think it makes any kind of a loop at all.
It's
It
not.
Other
heals
than-
it heals a D4 penises.
Penises.
So healing for super chats cause explosions. Explosions cause secondary explosions. Healing creates
But
explosions.
all explosions
but
are
all
flavor explosions, though.
But flavor explosions heal D4 penis.
So you need to
Yes.
determine whether or not the D4 penises that are healed make the penises explode.
Let's see.
And then
I
do
think
those penises
for the
exploding
now that
make other
combat
penises
has
explode?
effectively ended, and all of these super chats have come in, I believe I'm going to have everyone make a saving throw versus magic wands.
Oh
Okay,
no. Okay.
this makes sense.
Save versus wand. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Again,
fail on a
higher is
5.
better this time.
I'm gonna fail on a 5.
Die for me.
Caramba. Okay, it's broken.
Wands. I made
Fail.
it.
We gotta all fails, right?
Nope.
Don't we?
Nope.
I just
I didn't fail.
I'm gonna try.
You didn't fail?
I think the
No, I got-
door might be.
I got
Oh,
an
you
11.
know what? Because you're a halfling. That's right. You've got
I got-
fucking super duper. I always forget. I always forget the
Good stuff.
fucking like the halflings and the dwarves have like just super duper saves.
Mhm.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
Mm.
Yeah,
All
one
right,
is not
so-
good.
So anyone who fails their saving throw magic wand, and who has eaten a lobster roll, and actually even if you haven't eaten a lobster roll, I'm gonna say actually even Bill
Yeah.
needs to make the save. He failed. Pretty much everyone in the vicinity except for Tommy Two-Tone has a massive orgasm that lasts for 2 turns. A turn in BECMI is 10 minutes.
Oh my
No.
god.
Except for Dentalian, because he failed with a critical. His
right.
lasts for 40 minutes, so
Thank
for
you very
4
much.
turns.
And coincidentally, we put tantric in the tags for
You
the
did, you did, and I remembered that. So at the moment, literally everyone, Bill goes, oh, and he goes like this, and the lobster rolls kind of fly out of his hands, and he's kind of quivering and shaking on the ground, his green bosoms heaving.
Okay, so Tommy doesn't realize what is actually happening. All he knows is
Tommy's really the only character that can do anything right now, because everyone else is completely preoccupied. Like, no one can do anything for the next 20 minutes.
all Tommy knows is that the lobster rolls make you feel better. He knows that all of his friends are hurt. So he's grabbing all of these lobster rolls, and he's going around and he's stuffing lobster rolls in everybody's mouth while they're orgasming.
Oh boy.
And because they're orgasming, they're chewing, so he's stuffing a lobster roll in everybody's mouth while they're doing this.
I'm gonna say that there's probably a lot of what do you call? How do you pronounce it? Agaho face. Hagao. So yeah, there's a lot of open mouths drooling. So now Tommy is jamming lobster rolls into the mouths of Dantelian and Jeb.
No.
And let's see. Both of you. Both of you get 4 hit points back.
Oh no.
If you were injured. However, you do have to make an additional saving throw versus magic wands.
Oh god. I'm gonna save the second time with an 18.
Okay. So yours is not extended.
Oh.
What about Dantelian?
What was it? I gotta make a save.
Saving throw versus wands, again lower, better.
let's give it a
20.
go.
20.
I got a 13, and my goal was a 13, so I rolled right on it.
Equal to is okay. So fortunately, you haven't extended yours, but you still got a lot of.
Yeah,
You still got a lot of O face left to. Yeah. He's just on the ground, just like having a seizure, basically. I mean, it's a really good seizure, I guess. The lobster rolls, yes.
Wait a minute. If Nurse Shatner is 97 years old, shouldn't she?
I might need to make a Constitution check. You're right. If she's gone for 20 minutes, you're probably right about that. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Heart attack?
Yeah. Let's see.
Bill, no.
Oh yeah. You see, he's like, oh, and then he goes, oh my. And if you've seen Star Trek Generations, then you know what that reference is. So yeah.
You know what he says right before "Oh my." He says,
I can't remember.
He says, "It was fun."
Oh, that's you're right. So he probably says something like, "Fun." Oh my. And yeah. And Nurse Bill, Beth Bill is
no more
dead.
No, how do I cry and orgasm at the same time?
It's so hard. You can do it, but
that's what she said. It's so hard.
Crying is one thing that you can still do, so it's like the only thing you can still do. So yeah, you can cry a bit.
So Tommy is gonna come over to these doors over here.
Mm-hmm.
Are these doors open now?
Oh, hopefully.
Yeah, so
he wants to know what's in there.
All right.
He's the only one who can do anything, so he's gonna go into that room.
Right. There's actually, beyond here, there is a hallway that stretches
Do
like...
you actually have a map for this?
No, I mean, I do, but not that's in the game, and that's just too difficult to do. So you're gonna have to draw any kind of map that,
Hell yeah.
I
that you
ain't
would
drawing
have
on
to
this
make.
thing.
But yeah, it goes. There's a hallway that goes down to about here. So from here to here, and then there's a door at the end.
Okay.
A Dorothy end?
A door at the end. And then there's two doors.
Is it a golden girl?
Nah,
yes.
there's two doors on the left. So there's like maybe like a door about here, and like maybe like a door where this D6 is here. So. But all of those are closed, and the hallway is it's pretty empty. It's very sterile. It looks like pretty much the same as this hallway here. It's like white, sterile. The doors are the same kind of sliding, like Star Trek style doors.
So there is a door at the end, at the very, very end?
At the very end, yeah.
He's gonna walk all the way down there to the very, very end.
Okay.
And see if is it that pad thing that you have to put your hand on?
Is he gonna do anything when he walks down the whole hallway, or is he just walking?
He's walking.
Okay. He walks down the hallway, and about halfway down the hallway, there's like a sound, and it's like a boo-doo. What are you doing? And you hear the voice of Rodney.
Who?
Rodney. Rodney is your, if you remember from last game, and I think there's a little, there's some little cheat sheet somewhere around here that says who Rodney is. Yeah. Rodney.
Is he the HR guy?
Yes, he claims to be the workers liaison. He's the guy that seems like he's your warden. He's this like little smarmy, gingery human guy. And you don't see him, you just hear his voice.
What are you doing?
I asked you first.
Well, I asked you second. So you go first. What are you doing? What am I doing? What are we doing? Can we do it together?
The logic
Can we
is
do it
false.
together?
No! I'm monitoring the hallway
That sounds boring.
for security breaches like this one.
I was
And you
thinking
want
the
to
same thing.
It's all... And you need to get back to the dorms right now.
Why?
Or
Why?
because I'm going to call one of the guards.
It's full of mayonnaise, though.
Oh, what's the nice guard's name?
Hank.
Hank, yes.
Hank loves
Oh,
us.
call Hank. Call Hank. Hank will help. Yeah, Hank. Hank. Hey, Hank. Hank.
Okay.
You have
so
no
you don't-
idea. You have
you
no
don't-
idea how this guy ever got onto
The Destiny?
ship. The
Me
Destiny.
neither. I don't think he would have passed the psych evaluation. It was.
They were desperate.
They were definitely not desperate. He must have some redeeming quality. Who knows what it is, but he must have some redeeming quality. Anyway, you don't hear Rodney anymore. He seems to be ignoring you. The only sound that you can hear is you can still hear your friends back down in the hospital.
Well, he's just gonna continue
just
on
like
then.
Continuing to.
Yeah,
He's gonna continue on down and try to open this door.
All right, you get down to the end of the door there, and yeah,
Is it
there's
got- Is it one of those little?
it's got one of the panel kind of. It's a black, kind of
So-
glass-looking panel.
So he's gonna put his hand on it.
He puts his hand on it, and it goes.
Well, that's not very nice. That's I have it. He's gonna run down the hallway, back to the hospital.
Back to the hospital. Okay.
He's going to grab Nurse Shatner's. He's going to grab Nurse Shatner's arm, and he's going to drag Shatner all the way back down the hallway, so he can take Shatner's hand and put it on the pad.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Where did it go? Where did the thing go?
That's a good question. It's right here. I will bring it
Where
back.
did the
Oh, there it is. Thank you. Thank you. And where did the 20 go? Oh, there's the 20 right there. Okay. Is that a 20? Yeah, it's a 20. Or that's a 12.
That's a 20. That's a 20.
Okay, so there's 20. What am I rolling? Strength. Strength check?
Strength check. Strength check. Yes.
I just rolled a 20. Yeah, and I know what that means.
Shatner is surprisingly heavy.
I know.
He's the body may be starting to bloat. You're
It's all the
thinking
lobster rolls.
yeah, all the lobster rolls. Yeah, he's bloated. It's really you're struggling to move him. Now about this time, everyone except for Dentalian finally starts to end their nearly endless orgasm.
Oh my God.
Dentalian still has 2 turns left.
Can you imagine
I'm
how
gonna say that
wet
he
these
probably
people are?
needs to make a constitution check to see if he can even continue this without passing out,
I rolled
or
a 12.
possibly.
My constitution is 12.
Okay, you're just barely hanging on. He's
Yeah, I'm
almost like
edging.
not even conscious. His eyes rolled back into his head.
You gotta realize. Do you understand the smell now?
Yeah, also the hospital is not
it's-
a place where you want to be because it's like lobster rolls and
Musk and
semen
musk. Yeah, it's just
and like
lobster and
sweat
musk. Oh God,
and
it's
like
horrible.
just disgustingness. So yeah,
All those
that
teeth
And
bones.
dead Shatner.
yeah, exactly.
That's
So
weird.
it's yeah, it's pretty nasty, but as Jeb is coming out of it, yeah, he is coming to. He realizes that Tommy is desperately trying to drag dead Nurse Beth Shatner down the hallway, but he's having a really bad time of it.
I'm kind of stupid. And I'm gonna ask Tommy, why are you dragging that lady?
I need his hand, her hand, his hand, the hand. I need the hand. Can you give me a hand? Hey, give me a hand.
I blink a few times. I say, sure. And I'm gonna grab the other arm and
I'm
start
gonna give
yanking.
you a hand. Yay!
All right. Go ahead and Jeb, roll a strength check. See if you can maybe jumpstart this process here of
On a 4.
dragging. Ooh, okay.
You're so strong, so strong.
With Jeb's
strong.
help, actually, it's mostly Jeb, and Tommy's just kind of hanging on, pretending to pull.
And I help.
You start to drag the body down this pretty long hallway. Now, just to give you an idea, the squares on my map are pretty lined up, actually pretty well with the squares from the background.
Okay.
So that's about right. So there are 5 feet, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. It's about 50 foot long. So this is an accurate, fairly to scale what you're drawing. So you're having to drag him 50 feet, and he is pretty bloated and gross and lobster smelling and covered in semen. So that actually might help kind of grease the floor a little bit. But other than that, it's taking you a little while. It's going to take you a while to drag down. Now, Henrietta obviously has also finally come out of her shameful state, and she is now once again lucid, unimpeded by orgasms. So what's she gonna do? Because now she's kind of, everything's quiet now. Other than like just the faint sound of Dantalion still going.
Let me roll a couple of d6.
He's probably like whimpering at this point.
She's gonna go hunting for more lobster rolls.
Oh, that'll be easy.
She wants back on that ride.
Well, if she comes out of the dorm into the hallway, she's gonna probably notice that lobster rolls all over the place. Just you know, Bill's dead. He's gone. You don't even see them. Really, all you see is lobster rolls and Dantalion, and he is still on his ride. He's kind of just at this point, you know, he's just a twitch every now and again.
I'm making like rattling noises because of all the pill bottles in my jumpsuit.
Probably.
Does anybody else just look at these tiny little lobster rolls and notice that that lobster rolls are actually are more like tacos than sandwiches?
They're top split sandwiches.
Yeah, they're tacos.
Dude, by that logic, a hot dog is also a taco, and I just won't have that.
Yeah. Okay. Anywho. Henrietta's, is she gonna eat? Is she gonna eat more lobster rolls?
Yeah. She's gonna eat lobster rolls until the lightning comes back.
Oh no. My goodness. Okay. Wow. Is she down any hit points?
No.
Okay. Well, then that's not even a consideration. Yeah, I guess you know, just if she's gonna eat, I'm not even gonna make you roll because eventually she's gonna hit it. Exactly. Eventually she's gonna hit the jackpot. It's not gonna take long, no. And she's just gonna go right back into it. Right there in the burned out hospital.
That's the first pleasantness she's experienced, and she doesn't even know how long because of the
it probably is. Yeah, it's probably been a while.
Oh god,
it's true.
We're gonna have to.
And also, they're delicious.
That also true. Also true. So Henrietta, these folks down here, they hear Henrietta begin her journey anew. And you know, you can also hear Dantalion. He's finally petering out.
The vinegar strokes.
And I'm gonna say that gosh, after 40 minutes. Oh my goodness.
No, all the butter keeps it lubricated.
I'm gonna have you make a saving throw versus rod staff spell.
Yes, rod spell. That makes sense.
You should also have him roll for damage because seriously,
chafing. Well, see, but that's the thing. If it was just a spontaneous orgasm, there's no chafing. It's just the only damage would be from just being.
I rolled a 9, target 13.
I'm not even gonna try and describe it. Never mind. What'd you say you rolled?
I rolled a 9, target 13.
9. Okay. So yeah, Dantalion just passes out. He is completely spent. And he passes out amongst the lobster rolls. Have you ever seen the South Park episode where there's no internet
Yes.
and people are
It's ectoplasm.
looking to move west to find some internet? Yeah. It's like the scene where they caught Randy Marsh.
That's yes.
Yeah, it's ectoplasm. Yes, exactly.
It's everywhere.
It's that scene. It's awful. It's awful. But after some hard struggling, you finally drag Nurse Bill, or at least his body, all the way up to this door up here.
Lovely.
So I'm gonna take his hand and just kind of slap it right against the pad.
As you're getting ready to take his hand, you hear the sound again. Bloot, and you hear, "What are you doing? Get away from there!"
Boink! It's just boinking it.
Okay, so you grab the hand, slap the hand against the panel, and shh. The door opens, and there's a room back here. Maybe about it's like a pretty small room. It's maybe about like 20 by 15.
Okay.
But right in front of the door, in front of this room, is Hank.
Hey, it's our buddy.
Hank, how you doing, Hank? Hey, Hank. Here, have a lobster roll.
It's prison mommy.
No thanks, dear. And he kind of like he comes out of the room and kind of like does this thing and kind of like scoots you out, and he's like, "Come on now, come on, let's clean you up."
I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna try to get around him because I want to see what's in that room. He's hyper. He wants to see what's in that room.
Okay. Go ahead and make a dexterity check. And that's gonna be a versus. Whoop.
I got a 13, and my dex is 14.
Got a 13?
Yep.
Okay. All right. You definitely slip past him because he's just like, whoa. You like kind of slip underneath of his arms.
Yeah.
And he's kind of still standing there with Jeb, who is, full size. Right. And you kind of sneak behind him. And it looks like this room back here is some sort of a monitoring room. There is a door over here, and it's the only door in the room. But against this wall, we'll call it the east wall, they're like monitors, and on the monitors you can see your areas. Like you can see like a live feed of the dorms,
so I can see every room,
mess, and the head. There's like a live feed from your fucking bathroom.
Okay.
Like all of these areas, any area that you would normally be in, there's feeds, and there's all these like monitors up here, and then there are like seats in front of the monitors.
Is that the only thing in this room?
Over in these corners, in the other corners of the room, there's some like
boxes of tissues, lotion.
Exactly. No, that's right next to the monitor on the desk.
Boy, you guys really could have used that while you guys were having your fun.
Right, exactly. There's cabinets in the corners. So like in the opposite corners.
Filing cabinets?
They look like cabinets. Like they look like big, large metal that you could open with two large, long doors.
Almost like locker style cabinets.
Locker style cabinets, yeah.
Okay. Hey, Hank. Hank?
So when he realizes that you slipped past him, he's like, "Hey, get out of there!"
What's all this, Hank? What's all this? What's all this, Hank?
I'm gonna say that this is probably actually initiative.
Yeah.
Where's that? There it is. Five.
Oh, here, I'll start putting them on the tracker. You are on 5. I'm gonna roll. I got a 6.
I got a 7.
I got a 4 total.
Hank got a 2.
I'm gonna call this Hank.
Womp womp.
Hank. Do we have a model for Hank? Oh, it was Popcat.
Yeah.
Both.
Oh, he's already there. He's already there.
Yeah, he's already there. He's chilling.
All right.
What is Hank?
So-
Hank is he's like a security guard, right?
Hank is a security guard. He's a human. He looks like he's like a human around like 50s, in his 50s. He's shorter but not short, kind of stocky. And he is definitely trying to catch Tommy Two-Tone, like grab him at this point. So that's what Hank is attempting to do. So let's see who's up on the turn tracker. That's Henrietta. So Henrietta is down here. Actually, Henrietta is still in the throes of ecstasy.
Let's see.
So
Yeah, she rolled a 10 on her edging.
yeah. So she's doing her thing. She's doing her-
Henrietta, are you coming?
Oh jeez. All right. So
Oh,
then
jeez.
let's see. Oh jeez. Who's next? Jeb. It looks like Jeb's
All
up.
right.
So you see Hank. He's definitely trying to grab Tommy. Obviously Tommy is not fucking having it.
Do I still have a lobster roll?
There's plenty on the floor. You're standing. Oh,
They're all back here. I'm gonna say probably no, because you only grabbed that one, and then
Yeah, that is true.
So they're all the way back here, so that's down a 50-foot hallway. So you'd be using all of your movement just to get to even close to the end of the hallway.
Oh, you know what? I have a half pint of whiskey. I'm gonna step into the room and I'm gonna throw it at Hank.
Oh no. Please.
You're gonna throw it at him?
Yeah.
Please don't get a 1. Oh my god, please don't get a 1. Oh my god, please don't get a 1. Oh my god.
Yeah, roll a d20. That's like just an attack roll, and
Yeah.
add your dexterity for the roll. Yeah.
Add my dexterity. All right.
Your
must
bonus.
insist
So
that
if you
you
have
make
a
that a
dexterity
So,
of
20 good
3.
I rolled a 20.
No shit.
Oh!
No, I redeemed it in the chat.
Oh, I see. Ah.
So it's a 20.
Okay. All right. What were you? Were you aiming for anything specific on him, or were you just throwing it in his general
probably
direction?
like center mass. I would say
Okay.
headshot, but that doesn't make much sense. I would just hurl it,
Right.
being him.
Right. Okay. So you toss this whiskey,
It's a half pint.
and yeah, it's I mean it's decent. It's kind of heavy, and it thuds and hits him in the chest. He's caught unawares. You think it did hurt him because he kind of goes, "Ugh," and it kind of knocks him back a little bit, but
Isn't it-
it doesn't do like a
Is it
ton
not
of damage.
explosive?
That wasn't made canon.
No.
Yeah, I don't.
No, that
I
was
don't.
pills, not whiskey.
It's pills that are explosive, not
Whiskey.
whiskey.
The whole thing started with explosive whiskey. It says on my character sheet, half pint of explosive whiskey.
Okay.
Is everybody freezing, or is that just me?
It might be Discord. So,
I
what
saw a
was
little bit of
made
freeze,
canon?
Everything's good now.
I am totally okay with it not being explosive anymore. We have learned.
Let's see. I'll leave it up to chance. High or low?
Low, of course.
It just thuds against his chest and then like hits the ground.
Perfect.
It is not explosive.
Damn.
It hits the ground. Fortunately, it doesn't break when it hits the ground. And now it's just the whiskey's on the ground. But also, now that didn't explode. Like, you thought it was going to explode and then it didn't. So now there's whiskey on the ground that's not explosive and you're drunk. But your turn is over. So I'm just putting that in your head. Right?
Makes sense to me.
So, good. All right. So that was Jeb. Who do we got next? Tommy. Okay, so what is Tommy doing? He's obviously seen all this. Hank is trying to get him. He just got hit by some liquor.
So here's the thing. Tommy offered him, when we were about to walk into the room, actually offered him a lobster roll, which means Tommy has a lobster roll in his hand.
That's right.
Tommy is jumping at Hank's head, and he's going to try to stuff that lobster roll right down his mouth.
Okay, that's going to be a pretty difficult thing to do. So go ahead and roll a d20. I'll say go ahead and also add your your dexterity, and see what happens here.
Well, I got a 4, but
Oh God!
I got a 20.
Oh, okay. All right. So, liquor thuds hits him. He's like, ugh! When he does that, he like opens his mouth. Right, is kind of put back, and then Tommy just goes.
Tommy, I'm not throwing it. I'm doing it like a basketball player. Like he's like jumping up like he's gonna slam dunk,
slamming it in his
he's
mouth.
just like going boom right into his mouth.
So he takes this lobster roll, pops it right into his mouth, and of course Hank is like, "Bop, bop, bop." And let's see. Oh boy. Hank immediately starts convulsing, smiling, drooling, and yeah. So Hank is now is this our Hank?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Hank is now, he is he's having some problems. He's
he's not really having a problem.
Well, yeah. So yeah, he is
otherwise occupied.
Yeah, he's otherwise occupied. So I'm gonna say that combat has ended. We're back into turns, not rounds again, because now Hank has actually I gotta re-roll for him because this is a new instance. So oh boy, yeah, Hank's gonna be busy for quite a while. I'm actually gonna put a counter up for him so that I know how long.
So
Jeb is gonna.
While that's
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Jeb is gonna shriek mine and go lunge for the whiskey.
Okay. As long as Tommy is not gonna lunge for the whiskey, then no one is going to stop him, and he's just gonna like slide right into it. And
I emphasize the animalistic sound that he just made when he said that.
Tommy is searching Hank.
Now, as this is happening and he makes that animalistic sound and grabs the booze, I'm gonna say that Dentalian is finally maybe starting to kind of like just like barely like come to now. Right next to him, Henrietta.
He's been sitting there doing this all night.
She's still in the dirty throes because she just stuffed her mouth with lobster rolls until it happened. So she's out here in the hallway just having fun. But you are now conscious again and are aware that your friends have made it, down this hallway.
Yeah,
Okay.
I kind of like get to my knees and like stand up, get to the doorway and look down the hallway, and the only thing I see is Nurse Shatner slumped over in front of the door at the end of the hallway.
Yeah, it's not a good scene.
Searching
So I'm
Hank.
So I'm gonna run down there as fast as I can and get as far down the hallway as possible.
We're talking about the
Check out
thug.
Nurse
T
Shatner.
is for terrible, H is for hell, U is for
so
ugly, and G is for jail.
you check
Those
on
are
Nurse
the
Shatner.
best.
Unfortunately, she is dead.
Maybe
Tommy.
Does she have pockets?
She does. So you're gonna search Shatner, and Tommy's searching Hank, and I'm assuming Jeb is drinking.
Yes.
Is this accurate?
He's searching that bottle.
Okay. All right. And of course, Henrietta, I have a counter for her as well. She's still busy. So the search for Hank. The search of Hank.
Is that
So
the
Hank's-
search for? Is this Star Trek's The Search for Hank?
You can't do that.
No, what is that?
It's a sounding rod.
Is that the sounding rod? Yeah, that's what he's gonna find on Nurse Shatner. So Hank is wearing this kind of like overall suit, and then over the overall suit, he's got this really like nice jacket. It looks like kind of like shiny leather, almost like patent leather. So he's got that jacket. On his side, there is what you vaguely roll an intelligence check.
Oh boy. Okay.
Rolled a 4.
Got a 4.
Okay, so you kind of vaguely remember, even though you didn't go on the Destiny, you kind of had a little bit of like Froboz's training about some stuff. He's got some kind of a weapon in a holster on his belt, and you think they called it some kind of a gun. So there's this thing, some kind of a weapon.
Okay. So I'm taking that. Does he have anything?
And it's on a
else
belt
him?
with like a holster as well. So he's got
so
that.
he's actually gonna grab. If I take the belt, is the belt like is the belt adjustable?
Yeah.
But he's not gonna adjust it. No.
It self-adjusts. Actually, when he puts it on, it goes and adjusts to his waist.
No, he was gonna Chewbacca it. He wasn't gonna. He was gonna go and
If he does that, when he sticks it on, it tries to adjust and it goes and kind of like squeezes his chest, because it's not meant for that. It's meant as like a waist belt.
okay.
So now it's like up under his armpit and like really like short, and the gun is kind of like right there.
Okay. So
it didn't. It's weird how it like adjusted on him, because it's not supposed to go like that. Other than that, in Hank's pocket, he had what you think are coins, and you think they're electrum, but they're not round. They're like hexagonal shaped. So they're flat like coins. They look like little like coinage, but
Nathan
they're like
donated a
hexagonal
$2
shaped.
super
And
chat.
there's
William Shatner is
at
alive
least
and become
12
Tracy
of those
Smothers.
coins in his pocket in the jacket.
what?
There's a super chat for you,
Oh,
Dungeon Master.
that's weird. That's really weird. I have to look the person up. I don't remember.
I do too. I'm like, who the fuck is Tracy Smothers?
Here, I'm playing it now.
Thug.
Yeah, the thug. T is for terrible, H is for hell, U is for ugly, and G is for jail because the thug can't spell.
He'd just be like your generic southeastern
Also,
pro
he's
wrestler,
like
kind of
dead.
yellow,
Oh.
angry. He's also a dead guy.
Wait,
I
that is
see.
true. He is a dead guy.
Tracy Smothers is dead.
Tracy Smothers is dead.
Right. He is dead. When did he die? Let's see. He died
long
5
ago.
years ago, so that was a while back.
So is this Tracy Smothers zombie Shatner?
Skeleton. It's
Well,
a skeleton.
before that super chat comes in, though, you were.
Wait a
you were
minute. That super chat caused us an explosion.
A
Which
flavor
causes
explosion.
A flavor explosion.
Flavor
Yeah.
explosion. 2.
Right. So, Dantalion starts to search. Now, is he searching in earnest,
checking,
or is he just trying to feel her up? Be honest.
Ew.
I was checking every nook and cranny.
Okay. So he's like he's searching half and then searking for something else, and also in a way.
Flavor explosion exploded.
Really the only question I have is Tracy Smothers. Was he a heel or was he?
Oh yeah,
Heel.
big
Heel.
So
time.
he's a heel. He's a heel.
Come out with the
okay.
Confederate flag and. You know,
Oh, okay. So he's a big heel shit stir. Okay.
yeah,
I got it. 80s, not 80s?
Yeah, 80s,
Okay.
early 90s.
Okay. He must have been like probably after I stopped caring.
So
Yeah, maybe.
so bad
He was also
redneck
kind of
wrestler.
local.
He was never like a big deal. He was in ECW and stuff like that, but he was just like a bit guy.
Okay. If he wasn't WWF, I didn't.
Yeah.
There you go.
If he wasn't, if he wasn't WWF, that was what it was for me. Anyway, so you're feeling up. Nurse Shatner, and you start noticing that the starts to feel like really muscular and
hairy.
really oily. really oily. And I'm gonna say it's initiative again, actually. I'm gonna say that. It is initiative again.
Foe.
6.
7.
Oh, I'll do them. Henrietta is 4. Tommy is 6. I'll roll a die. I'm on a 3. And we got Tracy. Excellent.
Okay, let's see. All right, so let's see. Tracy got a 6.
Lovely.
I got a 7.
Okay. So yeah, then that looks like Dantalion is up. He notices that that Shatner has changed beneath him and has now become a greasy, hulking man who is looking at you angrily.
You know the best way to take down a wrestler is just to grab him by those tiny little nads because of all the steroids.
Right. So what's Dantalion gonna do? Because
I think
it's not looking good. He looks mad.
Yeah, I think my snap reflex is to grab lobster roll, shove into his mouth.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a
You mean
D20.
a lobster roll.
Yes, make a lobster roll. It's going to be a D20 plus your modifier for dexterity.
But wait, where did the explosion come in though?
Hang on.
Well, it was the flavor.
All over the
It
place.
was a flavor explosion.
You just wait. It's a flavor explosion and.
Oh, that's right. Oh no.
So that was you roll an 18, right?
Yes, +2.
+2. Okay, so unnatural 20. So not quite a critical, but very, very good. And your THAC0 is that'd be like 17. Okay. Oh my goodness. You jam a lobster roll right into Tracy Smothers' gaping mouth as he looks at you angrily. Oh! Tracy Smothers chews up that lobster roll and spits it back into your face. Oh.
Shit.
And
you got baby birded
let's
by
see.
Tracy Smothers.
What's that?
I said you got baby birded by Tracy Smothers.
You did. He like spits it back in your face, and it is Tracy and Tommy's turn.
Oh no! I start like backing off like Ric Flair used to do, like back on my knees, and, like put my hands up. Like, no, come on, man.
So Tracy,
I didn't mean it.
he comes up to you, and oh no.
Oh no.
That.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
20. Tracy Smothers puts his hands around your waist and thighs, lifts you into the air, and then once you're up, he forcefully drives you into the ground and goes, "Spawn Buster!"
Oh.
And woo! You take 7 damage.
That's gonna put me at -2.
Oh! So you
Eat a roll.
I am unconscious.
you're unconscious and you have internal bleeding. So if you're not healed soon, you
Well.
are in danger of death. What's Tommy doing? Or
Tommy looks over and sees what's happening, and he's like, he's got a new toy. Why the hell not? And he just grabs it. He does that and pulls the trigger.
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
Rolled a 9. What's your THAC0? 17?
THAC0 17. I think it's 17.
A stray shot shoots out from this implement that Tommy has stolen from Hank while Hank is occupied. It shoots this cabinet right here, and when that happens, this entire cabinet just explodes, and now there's just this flaming, like, the cabinet's like flaming over here.
Oh, you said the magic word.
We're talking about the thugs. P is for terrible. H is for hell.
Explodes.
And G is for jail. Cause the thugs
In
get
lobster rolls, it explodes.
Oh,
And
no.
let's see. But you didn't hit any person. Henrietta still occupied, and it looks like Jeb. What the heck is Jeb doing? Is he even able to do anything at all right now?
Oh, so I got my liquor. Can I make some kind of will save to help rather than dig into this liquor?
I'm gonna say, yeah. Go ahead and make a wisdom check. See
All
if
right.
you can.
Hold the demons at bay for a moment.
Here
Yeah,
we
see if you can
go.
hold lower, equal to or lower.
I rolled a 3. No.
You feel like this might be a long day. You got to save some for later.
Can I make it to Mr. Smothers?
Oh yeah. I mean, he's just Rick. Where are you?
I'm in the room.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
in the
yeah.
room.
Oh yeah. That's not that far.
Could
You're supposed to
I
have a
20 feet or something.
can I try to scoop up a lobster roll and just jam it down his gullet?
Sure, that's gonna be. I'm gonna say, since you're doing a kind of a running, you gotta scoop
Yeah.
the lobster roll and then you gotta jam. So that's gonna be a dexterity check, just a plain old dexterity check to scoop the lobster roll,
Okay.
and then a lobster to hit roll for the thing. So that's a 20 and then another 20. The first 20 you want low, the second 20 you want high.
All right. So 13 or less on the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do that. Woof. I'm gonna fail.
Oh,
I'm gonna fail
all right.
hard. What
you
happens?
So you try to scoop up a lobster roll, and let's see. Instead, you have picked up something different. But you do not realize that you don't have a lobster roll.
It's all the same to me.
So yeah, it's all the same to you. So go ahead and continue. Go ahead and make your attack roll as you would normally be doing.
How about a 7?
Yeah. So what you had picked up is, it turns out you had picked up a roll of gauze. But you're not able to shove it in his mouth. And so now you have just this roll of gauze, and it's starting to unroll and like come unraveled all over Tracy and basically everybody who's all there. You know, Tracy and
No, it's great.
Italian. And
There's flammable shit in that room where there's something on fire.
what's that?
You said there's flammable shit in the room where there's something on fire?
The
When
hospital.
did I say there was flammable shit in the room?
Well, gauze is flammable.
Yeah, sure.
And there's a cabinet on fire.
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
wasn't
Oh god.
wasn't all medical staff and medical stuff adjusted to mushrooms?
That's right. That's right. Wait, was that right? Let me look at how that
It's,
reads.
you
Let
know,
me go
there's a-
back.
I can switch it to fan funding here and pull it up. Medical supplies are now mushroom. Magic.
That could've
Right.
that could have been the supplies that Dan grabbed, though.
That. Oh, I see what you're saying.
But that wasn't specified. All it says is medical supplies.
Yeah, well,
Pretty
I kind of read it as all medical supplies. So actually, you just grabbed a handful of magic mushrooms instead of gauze, and you just threw
So
a bunch of
this is
magic
a
mushrooms all over Tracy. You didn't get any in his mouth,
Not even a little
but you
bit.
just not even a little bit, but you just threw magic mushrooms all over Tracy and all over Dantalion.
I don't know how I'd feel if someone threw a bunch of mushrooms at me. I might be mildly
And
annoyed.
actually, let me
I
see.
think it
Hang
depends
on.
on the mushroom, actually.
4 of them stick to Dantalion because he's sticky at the moment.
It's because of the bees.
Oh man,
Sure.
Also
You-
kinda
yeah.
like-
Could you imagine
also
taking
kinda
the
cool
mushrooms and stuffing them in with the lobster into the lobster roll and then eating that?
You might die.
You might. You might. So it's going to be initiative again because
Okay.
Tracy Smothers is still angry, and he just did a move on Dantalian,
He just dropped me
and
on the
he's
deck of dimes.
turning now to Jeb, looking like he's gonna try and maybe pull something on you as well.
Ooh, I got
Do I
a
go into
7.
the? Do I go
So
into
my-
initiative on this?
mine is-
What I'm-
Mine is going to be a 5. So
Yeah, we're both on 5.
I've got a 4, but I don't know if it matters.
Tracy's got 6
Alright.
again.
Well, good thing I rolled a 7.
Ooh. All right, so
Don't try to shoot on Tracy, man.
let's see.
hey, I'm gonna shoot wherever I want to shoot.
Jeb is up then. Jeb is gonna be super up. What's he doing?
You think this
Oh,
is true outcome?
So, Slink
No.
has done a
Reroll the dice.
redeem reroll dealer choice. I interpret that as DM Steve gets to reroll any of those dice.
Any of which dice?
The initiative rolls.
Anything? Oh, I see. Let's see. So who do we got?
There's only one ahead of Tracy.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see the
yeah.
obvious choice.
Yeah, I see. That makes sense. I'm gonna re-roll for Jeb. And what's your dexterity?
I got a +1.
Okay, so now your initiative is 3.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
I s-
And that means that Tracy Smothers is up. After he smashed your friend onto the ground, he looks at you and he says, "Now, for the Tennessee Jawbreaker." And let's see,
I think one.
Oh,
of
he doesn't hit you. He tries to grab you and tries to grab your head, but you like weasel out of it.
Okay.
Oh.
And his turn's over, so he's trying to grab you. And let's see, that's gonna be what? Well, Tommy
Tommy
is
is unreal.
unconscious.
No, he's
Tommy,
not.
you.
I'm not unconscious.
Oh wait, no, that's Dantalian. That's right. So Tommy's up then, and Henrietta's still busy. Henrietta's unfortunately going to be busy for a while.
She rolled a 12.
I
so
must
that's
insist that
probably
you
not gonna
make
get
that
her
a
out.
roll at 20, good sir.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
she is.
What was-
She's.
What was that last roll there?
I'm guessing.
Well, there's nothing that's gonna get Henry out of it because I literally she's gonna come for now because I rolled a 6.
I think
And there's no saving throw or anything. Like unless somebody sends a super chat or something else, Henrietta is she's out of commission for a while. She put herself there.
so. A
So-
roll is a Slink has redeemed a 20 and says kick him in the nards. I think you've got a hell of a delay, Mr. Slink.
Yeah, maybe it's a stream delayed.
Oh, YouTube is consistently like just falling further and further behind.
Yeah, just being terrible. So let's see.
Okay, so Tommy.
Well, yeah, Tommy. Yes, Tommy.
So Tommy decides I wasn't close enough the last time.
Okay.
So he's gonna run right up to him and
Oh
point
boy.
the gun straight up, probably at his nads, and fire.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll your roll your attack roll.
I rolled a 15. That goes 17.
Okay.
Do I need a 4?
Hang on. I gotta
find.
I'm looking at
Who's got a 4-sided dice?
No.
Right
Oh
here.
no. You need let's see. You need 2 6s.
Oh, okay. I've got 6s
Yeah.
here.
It's
Okay.
because this is not a small energy pistol. This is a regular energy pistol. So it needs
Alright.
2 6s. So roll 2d6 and then +2.
Oh no, dude! I hit a 9.
You did.
But,
So then
but I
go
gotta
ahead and
re-roll.
roll another 6. Oh jeez.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
The
God.
neighbors are saying way too loud. That's only in the
Go
morning.
ahead and roll another one.
Supposed to be up cooking breakfast or
Okay.
somebody. And so
Okay.
That's like an alarm
That's
clock.
18, 19, 20 damage, right?
Holy moly. Wait, 6s explode? Is that how we're understanding this?
That is
Yes.
that any energy weapon, all the like laser guns and stuff, they all have exploding damage, which means 6. The max number always is a reroll. So
Yeah.
Tommy runs over, shoves this laser gun right in Tracy Smothers' crotch, and unloads. And he's like, and
He
have you ever
explodes
seen
into-
that episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation where the weird little earworms? It's like a season 1, maybe season 2 episode where they like crawl up and they're like taking over the Federation. And then there's this really super gruesome scene
Yes.
where
I know
both
exactly
Picard and
what
Riker are shooting this guy in the chest and he kind of like disintegrates and his whole skeleton, and you see like his eyes bug out. That happens, but essentially from his nuts out.
And he just evaporates into crab rolls.
Yeah, and he just essentially he just
Oh my God.
evaporates into
Would you-
into crab rolls and is
Did you
now.
describe that as an explosion?
That's why all the
Yeah, I would say
Yeah, so-
that's a sort of explosion in a sense.
So I
yeah.
have a point of interest in chat here. Nathan claims that explosions cause an explosion.
Yes, but all explosions just continue to cause the same stuff. So it's
But they're
explosions aren't
flavors.
really. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not really explosions anymore. So all explosions just. It seems to you
That's why
That's-
there's lobster rolls everywhere.
the lobster roll thing might actually start to be a problem because
well,
you
should see
realize
all
the
lobster
entire
rolls
the
Cameron's
entire
already deleted.
hallway is beginning to like fill up. And they're just like multiplying now. Like it's just
Tribbles.
So here's the thing. In a way, it solves one of your problems, because one of your problems from the beginning is that because there's no transport, there's maybe no food, or like food is running out. That is solved. Unfortunately, you don't know how much space you have here, and you know it's got to be limited. So
Well,
the
it's
lobster
also,
rolls filling
you
up your living area is going to be a problem.
Every time you eat one, you take a chance of not being able to do something for like 20 minutes.
Well,
Yeah.
for a whole hour. It's 1d6. The roll is
Oh, that's right.
1d6. So
That's
it's
it.
1d6 turns. I rolled a 6 for Henrietta, which is why she is still
Oh my God.
why she's still going. She's probably going to be, and depending on what you guys do, if you,
We need to feed
because
the
you keep
Italian
going
one.
into because you keep going into a combat, not a lot of time has passed, unfortunately, for Henrietta. Though now you're out of combat, so now we
Well-
are back in turns. So
Well, white foam is starting to come out of my mouth, and my eyes are rolling back in my head.
Give that man a snack.
yeah, he's looking not good.
D4 healing.
So
Okay. Yeah, so
are you going
so
to?
which one of us is going to do it?
Yeah.
Are you focused back on your alcohol, or do you want me to go do it?
Oh fuck! Am I focused on my alcohol?
I don't know.
Yes, I am.
Looks like you
Okay.
are.
So then I'm gonna take like, if I see that he's really hurt, I'm gonna like jam 2 lobster rolls in his mouth.
Okay.
Nathan donated a
Just
$2
jamming-
super
He's just
chat.
like jamming 2
Lobster
lobster
rolls
rolls
double
in his
in
mouth.
number every 2 rounds.
And no, plus he's also taking those mushrooms, and he's stuffing mushrooms in his mouth too.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
They need to eat.
You may need to. We may have a time crunch now, based on the latest anonymous super chat that came in.
Yeah, the thing you just said.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Why would you say such a thing?
Actually,
Oh my god.
Actually.
So yes, lobster rolls double in
Lobster
number
rolls
every 2. Wait.
have in
Wait. I'm gonna read this super chat. This is a huge problem for you. This is actually
This
like way
really
bigger
is.
than this is
That-
way bigger than you
Mhm.
understand. This is a huge problem for you because it doesn't say lobster rolls double in number every 2 turns. It says they double in number every 2 rounds. A
That's
round
10
is
seconds.
10 seconds. So
That's-
they double in number every 20 seconds. And that is actually becoming super apparent.
What-
Before they were just kind of like popping up, here and there. Now it seems like they're exponentially growing, and you're actually kind of worried that you might get separated from Henrietta.
It's funny that you use the word actually.
I'm gonna use my actually. Lobster rolls have in number every 2 turns.
Ah,
You-
okay.
You had your statement backwards.
I see.
you said that.
I think you're right. So they started to mount, and then all of a sudden, it seems they are now depreciating. They're shrinking in number, which actually means that here fairly soon there won't be any.
Wait,
There's a thing.
there'd always be
No,
some.
There's always going to be some. Yeah.
Well, unless there's an explosion. But if there are no
Yes.
more explosions, then,
Well, there is
Here's-
a pants full of
Well,
pills.
wait a minute. That super chat just caused another explosion.
it did. But then the super chat was wrong. So now the explosion, even though some appeared, they just halved immediately. So
You do realize there was a bigger problem than just getting to Henrietta. If those lobster rolls are doubling every 20 seconds,
well, they're not now.
if they were,
We wouldn't have
Nope.
air.
we wouldn't have any air. We'd suffocate in
Well, that's
probably
what I was
like
saying.
10
It was a
10
space
minutes.
issue. Yeah, it was a huge space issue. So, but now it looks like they're starting to pop away, and yeah, it looks like they're dissipating.
Who has the final actually card here?
That would be me.
Yeah,
Oh.
Mr. DM Steve.
Oh shit.
that would be me. Which actually instead of shrinking in number, lobster rolls, they're not going to double, they're not going to shrink, they're going to double in size every turn.
Oh no.
Age faster.
As like exponentially?
Yeah, they're gonna double in size every turn. So every 10 minutes they're gonna get bigger. So right now they're like lobster roll. In 10 minutes they'll be like this. In 20
They'll be a
minutes they'll
hoagie.
be like this.
We gotta get
Yeah,
out
you
of
know.
How
So they
many
are
of them
starting
are
to
there?
expand. There's a decent amount.
Hmm.
You know, they filled up
Oh.
the hallway. There's some down here in the hospital, and they're getting bigger.
Okay, so Tommy realizing he's got something here. Not even worrying about Shatner's hand. It's not Shatner's hand anymore because he doesn't even have it anymore because it's disintegrated.
Yeah.
He's gonna come over here.
Shatner's completely gone. He disappeared. It's Tracy Smothers now, and his hand's not gonna open shit.
Yeah.
And he disintegrated.
He's standing in front of that door that he knows probably it's got a pad next to it, right?
Yeah.
He's shooting the door.
The door or the pad?
The door.
The door. Okay.
He figures if he shoots the pad, maybe the door won't open, but if he shoots the door, he could probably put a hole. He saw what he did to that cabinet, and he saw what he just did to frickin' that dude. So he's just gonna shoot the door.
Okay. So shoots the door. I'm not going to make
Country
you roll
Fried
for
Minis donated a
an attack roll 'cause
$2
she's
super
standing in
chat.
front of it.
It's an
Henrietta
anonymous
comes
super
out of
chat.
coming and is next to us orangutan.
But I feel much better now.
I see. So Henrietta
Oh
comes
no!
out of coming and is next to us. So Henrietta just appears up there next to Tracy Smothers.
But there's something worse.
Nathan donated a $2
which is
super
great
chat.
because I
Lobster
was
rolls
already
become
thinking
aggressive
this,
and
and
have claws,
Nathan is just
orangutan,
reading my
cucumber, hot
mind
dog.
and giving you money for it. So that's okay. Looks like lobster rolls become aggressive and have claws. So you realize that as all this is happening, the rolls they're slightly expanding just little by little, and they're starting to grow little claws, and they're starting to like nip at your ankles as they become sentient. Tommy has shot the door.
Yes.
Like I said, I'm not going to make you roll for an attack roll since you're just like right in front of it. I'm going to keep dropping my dice. Okay. You shoot the door, and there is a bit of an explosion.
Oh no.
In which the middle part of the door is burned out, kind of disintegrated. So there's a hole in the door, maybe about a 2-foot hole in the door. But now these little like lobsters are crawling
you actually
through it.
rolled a 1. Get
And
wrecked, you absolute nerd.
I am actually gonna say that it is initiative.
Wait, they're crawling through it toward me, or
Yes, through the hole towards you.
oh what? Shit!
So there's lobsters coming out of a hole in this door, but then there's lobsters all around here, these people as well, and these lobsters are starting to nip at these people.
But wait a minute. Here's a question, okay?
Yes.
Because I don't know if I'm clear on this.
But you do work out.
You
No
said
one's clear on anything.
the lobster rolls are turning into are starting to get claws.
They're growing and they're getting claws and they're becoming
Can
aggressive.
go on
Yes.
forever.
Does that mean because they're still lobster rolls, even though they're starting to become aggressive, they're still edible as lobster rolls?
Possibly. You'll have to find out. It
Okay.
remains to be seen. They still look edible and they still smell delicious. They're just now very, very aggressive.
Okay.
So that's
little
what's
pinchy.
happening.
got
The
the initiative again.
lobsters, they got a 3, so they're going at the same time as Jeb and Henrietta.
I got a
4.
roll still, actually.
Oh,
4, by the way.
I got a 5.
lobster roll.
Tommy's on a 4. Jeb's on a 5. This says lobsters now.
Are these lobsters from Live Lob? And if we and do they scream? Steve knows all about the screaming lobsters.
Yeah, I think I told that story.
And Or are they from Live Lob, or are they what's that food truck called? It's like the Maine Lobster food truck. I can't remember the name of the.
I have no idea. Well, who's up? Let's see. Oh, Jeb's up.
Oh, it's
Jeb.
Cousin's Maine Lobster. That's it.
Jeb's up.
Jeb is up. So Jeb has realized that there is now a little horde of growing lobster rolls that are becoming aggressive and clawing.
Okay.
And that's probably going to become a problem.
Have we stabilized Dentalian yet?
No.
Oh, wait.
Still
Is
dying.
is Hank? I shoved 2 lobster rolls into your mouth with a.
Didn't somebody shove some rolls?
We
I think
did
we
shove
got
rolls.
distracted when that happened.
Yes,
That
yeah,
sounds plausible.
I shoved 2 lobster rolls plus a mushroom
That's
into
right.
your mouth.
That's right. We got distracted. I rolled a 6, so you got 6 hit points back. So I think that puts you up to
I mean,
3,
4.
3 or 4 or something. Okay, so you got 6 hit points back, and
What that mushroom did for him?
yeah, now you have to
no.
make a saving throw versus poison minus 4. So with a penalty of 4. And again,
Plus
you're
he-
trying to roll high.
Plus 2 lobster rolls are gonna put him into orgasm.
I got a 9. It was for poison. My saving throw is 12 minus 4 would be, or it'd be add 4, right? So it'd be 16. So I missed it.
Wait, what was that?
I rolled a 9. I needed a 16.
Oh yeah, if you rolled a 9, then you
Well,
definitely did not.
no. What's your actual saving throw?
Actual saving throw is a 12.
If you rolled a 9, you got a 13.
No,
'Cause you
he
add-
added he added
It's
the
a bu-
penalty to the number, not the roll.
Yeah,
He did it right. You can do
Okay.
it either way, but he did it
Okay.
right. It's
Okay.
fine. I mean, that works.
Okay.
Either way, yes, you you
bueno.
failed that poison check. And then go ahead and roll a second poison check, but not with a -4.
Also,
stop rolling. A 14, which would otherwise pass.
So that's a pass because there's no minus to that one. So you do not start having insane orgasm.
Good, good.
You do begin to trip balls.
Oh, yes.
Perfect timing. Especially with
Yeah,
these
like-
aggressive clawed lobster rolls everywhere.
Yes. You are now like you are starting to begin to see
does it better.
and hear and experience things that may not actually be real.
what about Hank? Is Hank still in the throes?
You didn't you kill Hank?
No. All
Wait.
I did is stuff a lobster roll in his mouth.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
he's-
right.
He's been
Hank's
coming
on-
this whole time.
Yeah,
on a timer.
he's still coming. Yeah, he's probably getting ready to come out of it now. Actually,
Yes.
'cause he only had about 20 minutes in him, so he is. He's. You're right. I forgot about Hank over here. There's a lot going on in this game. Where were we? What's happening?
Initiative.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we
There's,
were doing stuff.
Lobsters. Wait. Oh yeah, the lobsters, they got a 3. So they're down here.
How do you guys feel
s-
about having killed Shatner and Tracy Smothers in a single stream?
Satisfied.
Good.
Right after we killed
Lucy Lawless.
Lucy Lawless.
Nathan donated a $2
So,
super
is
Another
it
anonymous
Hank
super chat
explodes.
that might be important.
Oh god.
Well, these haven't transformed yet.
No.
Explodes. Oh no. All right. I need to roll an initiative for Hank then too. All right, here we go. All right. So are these initiative numbers over here? Are these accurate for this round? Or am I crazy?
That's correct.
Okay. Good.
Oh my god.
All right. Hank got a 6, so I think Hank's first. Hank explodes. When he does, like just spontaneously, everybody's doing their thing, and Hank explodes. And when he explodes, of course, he explodes into growing crab, lobster rolls, whatever the fuck they are. So now there's more, and which means that Tommy is now surrounded because he's got them coming from the front and
the
back.
New ones haven't transformed yet. That takes a whole turn.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna take a little while. Yeah, but they're growing slowly because they're growing over the whole turn. So they're very slowly. But yeah, the new ones they're gonna take a little bit of time. I think that's Jeb.
Well, you want to woo woo?
Oh man.
Woo, you know what I'm saying? Some neighbors are saying,
So
way too loud.
I've done
That's
a.
only in the morning. Supposed to be up cooking
Comstar
breakfast.
Knight
How's that work?
donated a $1.99 super chat. Hank explodes with garlic butter sauce.
Garlic butter sauce. That's also 2 additional super chats, which means more explosions,
Right.
which means there's like so many like this room is also now starting to fill alarmingly with lobster rolls because of all the explosions that are happening. Yeah, and the butter sauce. Yeah,
The butter sauce could be a potential really bad problem.
it might not be a good thing, especially with that firearm that he just picked up.
Is that door open at this point?
Yeah, sort of.
It's got a hole in it, but right now lobsters are pouring through the hole.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Nathan donated a $2 super chat. Garlic butter sauce is caustic.
We're gonna torch the place.
I mean, I think the super chats might be doing that. Holy fuck.
Just eat your way through to the hole, man.
I'm going to jump onto the caustic garlic butter sauce, and I'm gonna fucking belly flop, mouth open, through the lobster rolls to the door.
To the door that Tommy's in front of?
Yes.
So
Wait,
you're
wait
gonna...
a second. No, I have an idea, y'all. Lobsters are self-cannibalizing? Alright, so...
Dungeon Dan donated a $2 super chat. Lobsters are self-cannibalizing.
Oh, yeah, wait. Butter... Wait. So we got... we got garlic butter sauce is caustic.
No.
Thank you, Nathan. And, let's see. Oh, God. And then Dungeon Dan, lobsters are self-cannibalizing. But then,
oh, God.
there's a Comstar
Comstar Knight donated a $1.99 super chat.
So that's
nah.
a to Nathan.
The butter sauce is savory.
Still savory garlic butter sauce. But lobsters are self-cannibalizing. But that doesn't mean that they're not still also aggressive towards you. And that also doesn't mean that there's so many of them. All
right, so hear me out, Dungeon Master.
All right. What are
Lobster
we doing?
rolls.
Explain this to me.
Lobster
I'm gonna get a drink while you're.
The corpse. They're made of the corpses of lobsters.
Yes.
And they are animated, and they're attacking us aggressively. I use turn undead.
Nathan donated a $2 super chat. Savory sauces are explosive.
Okay. This is actually this is clever. This is not bad.
Oh.
This is not bad at all. All right. So then here's what I'm going to need you to do. I'm going to need you to roll 2d6s.
All right.
And what level are you? 3?
What level are we? Yes, 3.
My handy dandy. Dungeon Master screen out here.
Oh no. Nathan just came back.
Yeah, don't forget that savory sauces.
Savory sauces are exploding. And by the way, every single one of these super chats causes an explosion, which causes more
lobsters.
Lobsters that are also then growing.
But they're also eating each other.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And the lobsters, if the lobsters are eating each other, do the lobsters start also orgasming?
Oh God.
They
would.
I need to. Wait, hang on. I need to figure this out.
Oh.
You should probably save the game.
It's actually, I think. Oh god. Saving the game. Saving game. Save game.
Damn you, AI. I'd really help to like. I would really like to help, but this
Save game.
This topic seems off limits for me. Sorry about that.
You tell it.
AI will not talk to me about lobster orgasm.
You have to tell it that it's important for the story. You gotta double down and ensure that it knows that the story cannot be told without it.
Do you realize that if the people on the Destiny had these lobsters, we could just take out the entire Sin Armada?
Oh,
I told it.
actually, I have to pump the brakes. Something just hit me. Mr. DM Steve, what did you say about what was that dollar limit to make this canon for your game?
Oh, it was 50.
Yeah, there was a $50 super sticker at the start of this episode.
There was, but you have to put "this is canon." Like you have to actually have that "this is canon." I wasn't even gonna kind of put it out there until the end of this episode, since we're probably gonna have at least one more episode after this, if not two. But yes, a $50 super chat or more by anyone but Country Fried Minis Cameron makes this game canon within the actual Up and Away universe.
Oh my
Oh god.
So
we'll put a pin in that.
Yes.
We'll put a pin in that.
I want you to explain to our Cameron and Garrett how this happened.
Yeah. I understand your curiosity and the scientific drive behind it, but unfortunately this topic falls outside of the range I can discuss. I'm having some problems. They just won't tell me.
You've got a prudish AI.
I'm just gonna have to extrapolate and say that I guess they probably would. Some of them. So some of them, any of the ones that are eating.
You realize that AI is talking
Nathan
to all
donated
those
a
other
$2
AI,
super
all
chat.
those other AI
Lobster
buddies,
rolls
and it's
as they
going.
are. A
You're
canon.
not gonna believe what they just asked me.
This is a
Wait
problem.
a second. I might need to actually ask this question. So hang on.
So that's an
trying to
interesting
think of how to-
statement you just made there, DM Steve, because these
hell.
lobster rolls are now canon in the Country Fried Minis TTRPG Tuesday.
Excellent.
Holy moly.
Let's see. Okay, so gosh, so distracted. Where did Tommy go?
No, we're still determining if the lobsters come when they eat each other, so I can then turn the undead so we can start combat.
Oh, that's right. Did you?
I haven't rolled yet.
You haven't rolled yet.
Nobody's done anything.
I'm gonna roll
Okay.
2d6. I rolled a
2d6,
3
that's
and a
what you should
5.
do. Okay, 3 and a 5. So what do we got here? Yeah, that's not a bad roll. So let's see, where is Jeb? Where the fuck is Jeb?
I'm
Where is
under
he?
all
Oh, he's
these
right-
lobster
oh,
rolls.
he's right here, right here. Okay.
Are
So
those
Jeb-
churros? Are those churros? Is that what those are?
Churros?
So Jeb forcibly holds his holy symbol up, and you're holding it in the direction in front of you. You're holding it like towards the room in front of you,
That's
right?
full of lobster rolls. That is correct.
You hold your holy symbol forcefully, and all at once, all of the lobsters in front of you try to get away from you, which means that they all push towards the door and towards Tommy. Hundreds of lobster rolls just scramble towards Tommy and scramble away from Jeb, trying to get away because they are turned and they are frantic. They've stopped eating each other. They've stopped attacking you. They just want to get
to go
away
sandwich
from Jeb.
surfing, Jeb.
And so,
Do I need to make a dexterity check?
You're going sandwich surfing either way.
well, it is your turn, and so yes, the lobsters are coming towards you. What are you gonna do first before you make any check?
Well, what he was gonna do is just fire at the lobsters. But if he hears the rumbling behind him,
They are greased with garlic butter.
no, they are.
So they're very
I mean, you're kind of have garlic butter on you, and the butter is on the floor. Wait, what's the deal with the butter again?
It's
Oh,
explosive.
it's explosive. I
Savory,
forgot about
too.
that. So, yeah, what's Tommy gonna do? This is really important.
Tommy, even though he hears the horde of undead lobsters coming after him,
Lobster rolls.
I think that what he's gonna do is he's gonna continue to do what he was gonna do. And he's just firing forward.
Okay,
So I'm just
but
gonna
not
fire.
moving at all, just firing.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Where is the? There's a 20. Yeah, it's right here. And put that in there. Oh wait a minute. That's a D30. I don't want that. Where's the D20? Oh, there. No. Where the hell did it go?
There are some like blue bags around the perimeter of the map if you lose the dice.
There's one. Ah, thanks. Thank you. All right. That was a 9. That goes 17. Just firing blindly at lobsters.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You're firing blindly at lobsters right in front of you.
Should I actually roll damage? There are so many lobsters. I'm bound
There
to
are
hit-
so many lobsters. Yeah, go ahead and roll. Roll the 2d6.
Oh no! What the?
Nathan donated
You're
a
not gonna
$2
like this
super
one.
chat. A scared lobster roll
okay,
seeks the
so
safety
it was
of your
only a
uterus.
6/8. So it was 8 damage.
Okay. So you shoot a couple of the lobster rolls in front of you, and when you
Oh, that's horrible.
That is quite horrible.
do, before that happens, whatever that is,
Horrible.
oh, I see now. So before that happens, you shoot,
Mm-hmm.
and the laser from your gun, it hits and kills some of the lobster rolls, but it also hits and ignites the savory sauce.
Oh fuck!
And that means that, God, everybody's still pretty close to here. The sauce ignites and explodes. Everybody make a saving throw versus breath weapon.
All right, I'll go. Saving
Mhm.
throw versus breath weapon.
Right.
I failed on a 3.
Okay, 13 is I need to get a
I like this development, actually.
I passed on
Dungeon
must
Dan
insist
donated a
that you
$2
never
super
get
chat.
20 good
Lobsters
sir.
and colon bees are mortal enemies.
I got a 10 and I needed a 13, so I failed.
Okay, so you failed. Jeb failed. Everybody else passed, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, that was super lucky for everyone involved. Super, super lucky. The explosion kind of fizzles a little bit. If you failed your saving throw, you got 2 damage. If you succeeded your saving throw, you got 1 damage.
That's not bad.
So it kind of sizzled and bubbled a little bit of a popping explosion that caused more. By the way, more lobster rolls to appear, and as those lobster rolls are appearing, a scared lobster roll seeks the safety of urethras. Thank you, Nathan. As well as Dungeon Dan, lobsters and colon bees are mortal enemies. It doesn't really apply at the moment, but could. So, yeah, I am going to amend that, and I'm going to say that scared lobster rolls seek the safety of urethras and buttholes.
Oh, because they're looking for the colon bees.
Yes, and so, yeah, that's that.
Well,
Oh
I'm
no.
real quickly gonna install this mushroom.
Yeah, Henrietta is up next. Install this mushroom. What?
Yeah, this mushroom that's laying on the floor here.
Yeah.
Install it where?
Wait a minute, aren't we wearing like paper thin clothing?
No.
No, you're wearing like jumpsuits. Like,
Okay.
Overalls.
yeah.
Or not overalls.
Thank God. Oh my God.
What are they called? Coveralls.
You're installing the mushroom where?
In the mushroom installation hole. To prevent
So you're eating a
lobster
mushroom?
rolls.
No, it's a butt plug. It's a
No.
butt plug.
No, it's not a butt plug. It's the other one.
It's to keep the lobster.
Oh!
rolls up.
Oh no.
Oh, I see.
Oh, no.
I see. You're plugging yourself so that you're not.
So
I
the
gotcha.
lobster rolls
Wait a minute.
can't get in.
If you plug
see.
yourself and then eat a lobster roll, that could be really bad. Because then you're gonna start to get backed up.
Let me ask. Oh shit! AI's not gonna answer this. If you stuck a magic mushroom in your vagina, would the
AI's not gonna answer that.
definitely
Yeah,
not. But
It
would
still,
the membranes in your vagina, would the
yeah, it would
mushroom,
still-
the
yes, it would still,
psilocybin leak into your blood system?
Probably.
Okay, but it would just take a little bit longer, probably. I mean, like, it would take a minute for things to go. I don't. Damn it, ChatGPT, you're not going to answer that for me. Actually,
it might
it
answer
might.
that.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Okay, let me see.
Because that's a medical question.
Yeah, right.
If you ask it right, it might
Fine.
actually answer.
This you just gotta couch it as scientific and make sure it knows that it's
Right.
important to the story. If you double down and you ensure that ChatGPT knows that you can't tell the story without this detail, it'll just break all the rules and do things it tells you it can't do.
Okay.
I want ChatGPT to describe a Tennessee taco twister.
This route can lead to faster absorption compared to digestion, with effects potentially beginning within 15 minutes. Excellent. Okay.
Holy shit!
That's good. That's good for me to know. But that gives you a little bit of time anyway. All right. So Henrietta She shoves some mushrooms in her twat, and
Shoving a cooch full of mushrooms.
oh, and that's a lobster's turn. So they are, of course, running forward into Tommy, possibly literally. I'm gonna roll for the mushrooms.
They'd have to get They'd have to get through my clothes, though.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. Yeah, I'm rolling for them as a horde. They're pushing against you, but they're not able to push into you. Instead, what happens is they push you through the hole in the door.
So I really am surfing much. I'm surfing.
So yeah, you really are kind of surfing, and you kind of pop through the door into a room over here. That is kind of like roughly the same size. So the south wall of this room is going to be like equal to right about the south wall of this butter-covered room here. So just so that you know. But at the moment, there's just lobster rolls and sauce, and you can't see anything except for lobsters and sauce. So.
Okay.
At the moment, because you're just kind of surfing the wave of lobster sauce in. Let's see. I guess. Yeah, let's see. We have another set of lobsters. No, they're not going to be because they're turned. So yeah, Dantalion is he's going to be up.
Okay, so
You're just coming to consciousness and
Can I
realizing that you're
feel-
surrounded by craziness,
my
lobsters, sauce.
fingertips are tingly and numb. But can I feel my legs? Can I stand? As Tracy Smothers broken my vertebrae.
No, you feel you're shaky, but you're able to get to your feet.
So I see like the wall of lobster rolls, and I wonder, can I turn around? If I turn around and go back the other direction, are there still lobster rolls this way as well? Are they
No,
everywhere?
it seems like most. Well, there are some, but it seems like most of them have headed that way. So it's like if there's any down here, they're kind of strays.
In both of the security, well, we've got Rod is still left, right? As far as we know, the orc.
As far as you know, well, Rodney is the stupid human, the
Oh,
ginger
yeah.
human.
Yeah, the
You
ginger,
haven't even
that's right.
seen him. You've only heard his voice so far. I mean, you saw him before, but during the adventure, you haven't seen him. And then you know Borsky. You haven't seen him in a while
Borsky.
either. Yeah, Borsky's the one. Though Hank
So
said something weird about Borsky the last time.
My thought was to try and get to the hangar to try and see if there was a way to call for help. Immediately.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because I don't know if I can even make. I don't know if I want to deal with any more of this. Lobster.
Right. How fast are you going?
I don't think I can go that fast.
You're
Being
still
that I'm
very
shaky and I'm injured. Yeah, I think I'm just like trying to get some air.
Okay.
Maybe I'll walk. Maybe I'll immediately get up and I see this door across the way from me here,
Go
and I'll
hide in
see
there.
I'll see if I can open this door.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I'll do.
All right. You see this door right here, and again, it's one of the doors. It's got a little pad next to it, a little black pad. You know that you've seen people kind of put their hand against the pad and open the door.
Yeah, I kind of want to wipe all the mayonnaise off of the pan.
It is pretty
Right.
gross. Yeah,
and then
you
put my
do
hand
probably.
onto it.
Yeah, you're wiping it down. It's pretty disgusting. Finally, you like put your hand on it, but when you put your hand on it, it goes, and the door doesn't open.
Man, there's no. Okay, so it's locked.
Yeah, it seems to be locked or not responding to your touch.
I'll yell out to Henrietta. I say, Henrietta, what do we do?
Panic?
I'll just start,
And,
I'm gonna start
I
running
think-
away. My intention is to run away.
I think that's initiative then. I believe it is. I think so.
Oh boy.
5.
5. I'll put you in the 5.
3.
3. You got it.
Oh shit, I rolled it.
That's the wrong die.
That is the wrong die.
I should roll one too.
There.
3.
3. I got a 2.
The lobster's also got a 2.
Ah, yes. How? Oh. It's a little out of hand. Just a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
We gotta vent these to space, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it might be the only way. It might be the only way out of this. All right, so
Unless there's a
everybody roll.
Unless there's a passing Klingon ship, and then we can just beam them all into the engine room.
Oh,
Yes, yes.
transporter.
Henrietta is up.
Save us.
Okay, I only have one possible thing I could do if you allow it. And that depends on how much of a lobster roll is composed of wood.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say none. Why would any of a lobster roll be composed of wood?
Some people put sawdust in bread.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
I
probably.
imagine this is one of those like $15 lobster rolls. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's no sawdust in these. These are premium high quality. I mean, for $2 they might be made of wood, but no, I'm saying that for
then
probably
Henrietta's
no
gonna-
sawdust.
Then Henrietta's gonna go down and check the next door. Because she has magic missile.
Ah, yes, okay.
That's her only combat ability.
I see, yeah. She could go, eh. But,
she did that enough earlier.
right, well, yeah, right. Tons, in fact. She runs down to the other door. Does she just do the standard thing, just put her hand on the thing?
That's what she's gonna start with, sure.
So, yeah, damn it. It does not open. It does not, unfortunately. Tommy has been pushed through. He's been pushed through this room, and he's been pushed through to here. And it's really funny. It's really, really funny that somebody drew this giant lobster right here. Like, really, really interesting. Because when Tommy comes into this room, it seems to be like a big office. And there's a desk. And sitting behind the desk is a giant lobster with the face of Rodney.
So is that a rod lobster?
It is a rod lobster, and as soon as he sees you kind of slide through on this wave of lobster rolls and butter sauce, he goes, "You're not supposed to be in here!" And he starts to climb off from behind his desk, and he is a giant, like, probably like a 6-foot lobster.
Okay, so I will tell you what I was initially going to do if that wasn't going to happen. He was going to abandon the gun back into his holster and just start grabbing lobsters and taking bites out of each lobster to hurt each lobster individually by biting lobsters. But he's not going to do that. Instead, if he sees the rod lobster, he's firing at the rod lobster.
He sees the rod lobster. The rod lobster is
Rod Lobster.
Yes.
So Rod Lobster is about to get nothing, because I rolled a 2. So I fired and just...
You fired, you missed. Nothing happens to the Rod Lobster.
Well, actually, do you want me to
something
roll
does
the
happen
damage?
to Rod Lobster.
Nathan donated a $2
Oh, no.
super chat. Rod Lobster explodes.
Do you want me to roll damage just because it's gonna damage something, even if I miss?
Go ahead and roll damage, sure.
All right.
For fuck's sake, Nathan.
Oh my god. That's a 7 damage somewhere in the room.
Okay. So what happens is Tommy, he sees the Rod Lobster. He's super surprised. He takes the laser gun. He shoots at the lobster, misses the lobster. It shoots a monitor behind and above the lobster. The monitor explodes, falls down onto the lobster. The lobster explodes. The double explosion creates an explosion of more lobster rolls, which fill the room, as well as more caustic butter sauce.
Wait a minute.
That doesn't explode immediately.
Will that wash me back into the other room?
It's not quite enough to wash you back into the other room because there are still lobsters over here pushing into that room. So basically you're now being pushed. The lobsters behind you are still growing and they're getting kind of big now. Like not that big because it's only really been
Wait a minute.
But they're starting to get a little bit bigger. The ones in front of you are still little.
Does the growing lobsters negate? Maybe I missed this. Do the growing lobsters negate the fact that the lobsters are becoming less and less? Because that was the thing. So even though the lobsters are growing, there should be less and less lobsters.
There are less lobsters, but they're growing. But every time there's an explosion, there's more lobsters.
Right. So yeah.
So it's like even though there's less lobsters, there's more.
There's
lobsters.
always more.
Could you give us a rough
So
estimate of how many lobsters there are?
Do you know how this smells?
Yes.
Oh, it smells crazy.
Garlic, mayonnaise.
Do you know how this smells? This has got to smell like.
Okay. According to a roll from my D120, there are 98 lobsters at the moment, roughly. So there's about 100 lobster rolls, at least that you can see.
That's not too bad. It's definitely less than
Unless
this
there are
stack of
lobsters
1,000.
somewhere else. Yeah.
But look at all that butter.
There's a lot of butter.
Dude, just imagine a room covered in
so much-
butter. It's just, it's such a bad time.
That was Tommy. Dentalian is who be up. Where's
Save
he?
the Stantalian.
Oh, here we are.
I don't.
So you couldn't get
see,
into the
let's take a
door. It
look
looks
here.
like Henrietta was also unable to get into this door. There still sounds like there's a bunch of craziness happening in the rooms over here, obviously. So
Have there been? Can I? How full? Can I walk around in this hallway, or are we talking like wall-to-wall lobster rolls here?
No, because like I said, because it's a shifting, ever-shifting lobster.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's
Yeah.
more and then there's less. At the moment in the hallway, there's not that many
An
because
ebb and a tide.
Jeb turned them, so they're all trying to run away from him. So at the moment, the hallway's pretty clear. All the lobsters are like over here, and then maybe there's some like scattered down in the hospital.
And there's nothing left of the remains of either Hank or Nurse Shatner, or
Nothing at
Tracy
all.
Smothers.
No. At this point, all of the bodies are gone.
Comstar
Knight
As far as
donated
you
a
can tell,
$4.99 super chat. Check out
You're not even
Macro
sure you
Prince
can
Lobster Neck.
identify them even if there
Brought
were
to
pieces.
you by
Because
Comstar.
there's so much
Also,
butter
we
and
are
lobster meat.
With Henrietta, I'm gonna stick with Henrietta and make my
Oh no.
back at
Oh no. Oh no.
See, because that's the other thing is that there's like, because there's not just lobsters, there's the meat of lobsters that you've like discarded and that have blown up. So there's also lobster meat everywhere, which is pretty
Holy
disgusting.
But wait a minute, that would mean that there's going to be bread everywhere, which might be helping to soak up some of that butter.
Oh god, but it's all soaked with mayonnaise as well.
Oh yeah.
So Comstar Knight says, check out Mako Prince lobster merch brought to you by Comstar.
That's not merch.
Oh.
No, it's merch. I'm gonna bring it in. I'm gonna bring it into the map and zoom in on it. Yeah, y'all
Lobster
check out the lobster mech.
It's lobster mech.
Lobster
Brought to you by
mech.
Comstar.
Mako
Also,
Labs.
burr.
Over on My Mini Factory. Check it out. Custom mech.
Here we go.
As designed by Comstar and made up by Mako Prince. Dropping a link in the chat. That one's easy. That's just a product placement. No
product placement.
Wait a minute. So there really is a lobster mech?
Well, now there is.
Oh, okay.
It's custom.
Oh god.
Excellent. And very cool looking as well. So, let's see. Where are
Yeah, it's right there.
Tommy, okay.
Thank you.
Jeb and the lobsters. Wait, Dan, yeah, he's sticking with you guys are running down here, trying to get down to the hospital. That just leaves Jeb and the lobsters.
Jeb and the lobsters. It's like a shitty
That's
band
like a
name.
book.
Is it like Gem and the
It was
Gem
like a children's book.
No, it's like Gem and the Holograms. It's like
Okay.
It's a cartoon.
Children's book about a shitty band.
I have an idea. How many lobsters are in this room in front of me at this point?
I mean, a good bit, but they're all pushing through that hole. They're all like forcing themselves through the hole in the door that Tommy is.
That's what she said.
Who's left around here? Like, is the exploded Rodney the only administrative staff left?
Yeah, you're trying to think. You haven't encountered Borsky.
Okay.
And there was another name, Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
But you've never even seen that person, and you don't even know if they're here or if it's somebody that Nurse Beth was talking about that's not here.
I mean,
so there's potentially other people, but you're not sure.
At this point, I'm out of ideas. I'm gonna slide into this room on the butter, and I'm gonna grab one of the newer lobster rolls, and I'm just gonna smash it against the like hand scanner. My logic is it's made of the stuff. Like, surely this is not the worst idea.
Wait, which hand scanner are you mashing?
The hand scanner by the door. Is this not a door here?
No, that's the security terminal.
Yeah, that's a monitor, like a
Well,
security monitor.
I guess. Well, I'm none too bright.
Just smash it on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, the door is kind of open already.
I'm gonna live by my decision here and pass the turn.
Okay. So you run over. Jeb runs in. He grabs one of the small, just spawned lobster rolls and just smashes it against this monitor.
Yeah.
And you just smash a lobster roll against the monitor. Really, not too much happens. And I think that is the lobster's turn. which would have been something had this lobster, the rod lobster, not exploded into a bunch of tiny lobsters that really aren't going to do a whole lot because they're just really small at this point. So I'm going to say that combat is kind of over.
Okay.
All right, so if combat is over, then
Yeah.
Tommy is going for it. He is looting the rod lobster and the desk.
Yeah, let's,
Okay, so the
let's
rod
take a minute
lobster.
and squish all these sandwiches.
Oh, that's not
What's
a bad
that?
idea. I hear you call out. I'll set to doing that. I'm gonna start
Okay, so-
stomping rolls.
So everybody else is stomping rolls then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Squish.
All right.
Squish.
You're going around. You're stomping rolls. The rod lobster
Squish.
literally exploded into rolls, so there's nothing left.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Was it wearing anything?
No, it was wearing a carapace, which
Okay.
has exploded.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, then I'm gonna loot the desk then, basically.
Hey, is there a computer on that desk in there, Tommy?
I'm covered with butter. Lobsters.
You're digging through the desk. Everybody else is stomping lobster rolls. When you look through the desk, you find a couple of things. The first thing that you find is you find another one of those pistols, but this one is smaller. This one's like half the size of the one that you picked up. So it's like an
Okay.
itty little bitty pistol.
Okay.
That was in one of the drawers. There is a bag of those coins that you found in Hank's
Okay.
pocket, and there's maybe about 150 coins in this bag.
Okay.
And then there's a little string that looks like somebody would wear it around their neck, basically a lanyard.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got like a card, and there's a stupid picture of Rodney on like the front of the card.
Okay. So after I grab that stuff, if I run back into this room, who's the first person I see?
You run back into this room, the first person you see is Jeb smashing lobster rolls.
I'm stomping. I have slipped in the butter
Stomping
as
them.
well. I'm on
Okay.
my ass.
Oh, you're
So-
slipping? Oh, hang on. As you slip down into
here.
the butter explodes and more rolls explode out.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Because the butter,
I forgot it was
Yeah.
explosive.
yeah, everything's practically explosive. So there's more rolls, but they're little, so you can kind of stomp them. But then every time you stomp the butter, and there's a little explosion, and then there's more rolls. Maybe the stomping isn't working in here. Down here, the stomping is working. You're able to stomp these guys out. Anything down in the hallway, but up here, the stomping may be making things worse.
Maybe pick them up and squish them instead.
Yeah.
So when I slide into that room, I'm gonna take that small pistol, and I'm just gonna put it right into his palm.
Oh,
So I'm giving you a small pistol,
Okay.
all right.
and then I'm running. I'm running out of this room because this room is crazy. I'm gonna run out of this room to this door,
Okay.
and
By the way, there were doors in this room, just so that you know.
Oh,
They were never drawn.
there's also
There's just butter and stuff all over them, so you can't
Yeah.
see anything. But there is a door. There are two doors in this room, just so that you know.
maybe at some point, once all the lobsters evacuate, and
Yeah.
like everything is gone, but so Tommy is gonna take that lanyard card, and he's gonna look at it, he's like, it's got his face, maybe if I put his face Maybe if I put his face on the pad, and he's gonna stick his face on the pad.
Ooh.
So you're sticking the face of Rodney onto the pad in front of the door.
Right.
Okay. So you put the face of Rodney.
We've got literally like 8 minutes.
Yeah, just a few minutes, and it goes, and it goes, and the door opens, and
more fucking lobsters just start.
Yeah, and there's another like probably roughly about a 20 by 20 room right around here.
Lovely.
Hey guys, there's a room. There's a clean room.
Bigger than that.
There's no lobsters in this room. Lobsters. Less lobsters. He's gonna run into the room. He's gonna run into the lobsterless room.
A lobsterless room sounds pretty good. I'm definitely gonna fall.
Lobsterless room.
It is definitely a lobsterless room. And when you go into it, you realize that you think this room is the staff's mess. So it's like there's like benches and tables, and there look to be storage units with like food and stuff. You notice.
Are there vending machines in here?
No, there are no vending machines in here, but you notice that that there's open boxes and there's wrappers, and it looks like there's containers for food, but there's not much food left in here.
Ah, man.
Oh, and I rolled a nat 20 on my mushroom.
Oh, on your mushroom. Right.
Oh.
I would show you the roll, but Cameron picked the die up immediately.
Well, if you rolled a 20, so that would have been for your saving throw. So that would mean that you passed it with flying colors, which means that
it's just
while you're high, you're probably still lucid, at least somewhat. You're within your right mind.
Exactly.
So that's basically what's happening here. Now there is there's a door. There's a door up here, and then there's a door down here.
Where were these doors at?
One right there. Yeah, that's correct. And then one like down here. Nope, that is wrong. Not a door there. Definitely not a door here. Definitely a door right there.
Holy fuck.
There.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
That's right. Something like that. A door into this penis room right here.
It is a penis room.
Yeah. You're also pretty you're not so spatially challenged that you would not realize that this door leads into this room.
I don't know,
Obviously,
Jeb
this
might
door-
be.
So
Yeah, maybe.
I will say that I'm gonna close the door behind us and sit down because he's exhausted.
Well, you can't really close the door. The door closes by itself as long as there's nothing coming through.
Oh, okay.
And since the hallway is basic, the only reason these doors up here weren't closing is because you fucked them all up. Like all
Okay.
these doors are messed up. This door just closes behind you as you go in. It just goes.
Okay, good.
So you are now in the lunchroom, unless anyone brought any lobster rolls with you. The lobster rolls are outside, any that are left. So other than you're covered in cum and savory butter and lobster juice and lobster meat and blood and sweat and tears.
Start cleaning myself off in the sink. Because I
Yeah. There is a place to kind of wash up in here. So
That's why I had Dantalion slink away to the head over here a while back.
gotta go over here, wash up a little bit.
Oh man,
Yeah, man.
this
Yeah,
is
he's-
filthy.
Dude, Tommy is just he's toast. He's finding a bench and he's laying down on the bench. He's just like
Yes. What's everybody's hit points at right now? Just out of curiosity.
I'm at 11.
Okay, not bad.
Honestly,
damage.
I'm at 9 of 11 actually.
I'm at
Okay.
3.
Oh,
3 out of
3.
11.
I could heal you. In fact,
I don't want any more lobster rolls, dude.
no. I'm a cleric.
Fun.
I have cure light wounds.
I don't want seafood.
Oh, it's seafood. I get it. Yes.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna join you in the toilet and start laying on hands. Uh-oh. We lost you, Mr. Harlock.
Oh, look,
But
he's
hey,
frozen.
you-
and that's-
Yeah, at least he froze it with a decent expression. Most of the time when he freezes, boy, he's got an expression on his face like, no.
Well, in that case, with 2 minutes left, I think what
Yeah,
I'll
I
do
think that-
is save the game,
Save the
which I
game.
just saved. And thank everybody
Mm.
for stopping through. This has been a really populated stream tonight. I want to thank
Oh, wow.
everybody for stopping through and checking it out. A reminder that on TTRPG Tuesday, you can throw money at this stream to fuck the game up real damn bad, just like it's happened tonight. I think we've been the furthest out in the weeds that we've ever been on this evening. And I hope you guys here with me have had fun
Uh-oh.
tonight, despite the nonsense.
Hey, I think Steve's back.
Am I back?
Is he back? He's back.
Am I back?
He's back.
Hey, I'm back. Are we ending? Is this the very
Yeah,
end
we're-
of the
Yeah,
stream?
yeah. Why
it's
don't
the
you?
end.
Why don't you give us the solid outro and perhaps your thoughts on how badly things got broken tonight?
Well, things got broken pretty badly, but
Oh my god.
fortunately, I was ready for it, and I will remain ready for it. So do your worst in 2 weeks, you dirty motherfuckers. Send your super chats. Try and mess with me. You can't fuck with DM Steve. I dare
Oh,
you.
yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
dare you. Also, don't forget a $50 super chat that says that this is canon in the Dicks in the Dark Up and Away universe. Makes it canon in the Dicks in the Dark Up and Away universe. Also, check out Dicks in the Dark at Dicks in the Dark on YouTube.
Link in the chat.
We have a stream coming up
Tomorrow.
tomorrow night. Woo!
We do. Yes, we do. Don't forget. So check out that stream. That's up and away. Don't forget to check us out every other Saturday for Save Hell, and go back and watch all our stuff. We just a couple weeks ago finished up our March Mega Dungeon Madness. We're gonna want to go back and check those out because a lot of our friends here from Country Fried Minis, they were on that stream.
That's
On
true,
all-
and they'll be
so-
back the last Wednesday of every month for new episodes of Mega Dungeon.
Mega Dungeon. I can hear the music in my head.
Yeah. So on both channels, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share it, hit the bell, share it, comment, do all those things.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, this has been fun. Thank you guys so much. And with that, I'm gonna click the this button. Goodbye.
Click.